I wonder if this sets up differently if I do this. Let's not change that. Are we up? Check 1 2, check 1 2, waiting on the phone. Let us lose that. Let's lose this. Let's wait for everyone to show up. We have to wait for stream elements. What's up, guys? I hope everyone is having a super amazing day. I hope everything is cool with everyone. Oh, let us have some tea. What's going on, guys? I hope everyone is having a super amazing day. Just let me start shuffling the cards. We're going to guess the cards. Well, usually these days I was planning on reading one of the members. So whenever the members pop in, whoever the first member is, they're going to get a quick reading. And then I have us set to do to guess the cards at 10:30 in half an hour. And then after we guess the cards, we'll do this little quiz that I have here. I don't think I've done this quiz before. And anyways, Rocktober recommended that we do a quiz. We used to do quizzes. It's kind of a Thursday night thing, but what the hell. We'll look at it tonight. In addition to that, I have to read Dr. P's transit. So when I get a chance to read Dr. P's, whenever she's back in, we'll look at her transits. And what else? So Dr. P's transits. Oh, Mary. If Mary pops in, we're going to look at, do a little bit more about her chart and winning the lottery systems in astrology. There are a bunch of midpoints I like to use for this kind of stuff. And I looked up here and I'm doing some research, and it's midpoints, you know? So I don't know if it's midpoints, but in Mary's chart, midpoints seem to line up. And, you know, it seems to be the way to go. I was doing a little bit of research. Well, I did quite a bit of research on the parts, the Arabian parts or the Hellenistic lots in astrology and how they play out and what their kind of deal is. Some of it's bullshit. Some of it's kind of neat. There's a lot of that stuff is kind of, it makes a lot of sense, but it's a lot. It's like logical and subjective. It doesn't necessarily mean anything. So, but it's kind of neat. In addition to that, I've been doing a little bit on vibrational astrology, a little bit on charts like harmonic charts, right? Like the D9 is a big one in Vedic astrology. But I have to warn you guys about this stuff. As I was doing my research, I came along, you know, a bunch of this and a bunch of that. And what I found was there's a lot of bullshit out there. You know, people are reading these harmonic charts. Hey, Deirdre, what's up? I hope you're having a beautiful day. They read these harmonic charts like they're regular charts, but that's not necessarily what they mean. Right, they don't. The harmonic chart is, you have to read it significantly different because the chart is significantly different. And the houses in harmonic charts don't necessarily line up. They might not. We'll see what goes on. And the angles, it's a little bit like it is sort of, and it isn't a lot because the chart's completely different. And so, I don't know. You should, like, I do know, but it's a little bit fucked up. So, but anyways, as we progress, I'll show you guys more and more about that kind of stuff. What's up, Deirdre? Are you having a super amazing night? What's going on? Did you have a wonderful day? I tell you what, as we're waiting for everyone to kick in and YouTube to really do its thing, you have to be cool, guys, because YouTube, like a number of websites have changed their whatever, right? Their interface on the top. So if they changed it on the top, you know they've changed it underneath, which means the algorithm everyone talks about, or the programming or whatever, or glitches, or not being this or that, it's all going to shift around in the next couple of weeks. So just got to roll with it. Plus, Mercury's going to go retrograde on the 9th, right? So I think it goes retrograde on the 9th. So that's going to mess things up for a lot of people. And so that's the deal. Everybody's got to be pretty cool with it. I'm just shuffling the cards and just taking a moment shuffling the cards because my cards tend to go. Anyways, when I'm back on tomorrow, so today was a lot of fun. We did, myself and the SunnysIders, right, the members and moderators, we had fun today discussing who's the, who'd be a good sign to go out on a date. It wasn't about who'd be a good sign to have a boyfriend or a girlfriend, because that's going to shift from sign to sign, right? But we did say, like, hey man, if this guy's going to ask you out on a date, if a particular sign asks you out on the date, if it's going to be a fun date or not. And it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. Tomorrow, depending on how much time I have, we'll probably do, depending on which happens first, we're either going to do the Mercury retrograde horoscopes or we'll do the Venus switching signs horoscope. And I think Venus is moving into Virgo soon. Could be mistaken on that one. But I think so. It's either the Mercury retrograde horoscopes or the Virgo horoscopes. But Mercury retrograde is going to be covered in the weekly horoscope. So I don't know if that's a good idea or not. But Venus retrograde is probably not going to be. We're definitely going to talk about it. Not Venus retrograde. Venus switching signs. We'll definitely talk about it. I don't know if we're going to focus and we'll dedicate our time to it unless we actually do. Hold on, DG. I'm just shuffling the cards here. Let's get down to it in a sec. Okay, one sec. Also, I think I'm going to take my sweater off. It's really hot. Give me 1 second, and then I will. Give me 1 second, and I will. Let me just refresh this. I wonder what my things. Anyways, refresh this. I'm going to take my sweater off. Everybody be cool. Don't stress it out. I'm going to take my sweater off, and then we'll come back and start a couple of readings. At 10:30, we're going to guess the cards, and right after 10:30, we're going to do this this quiz. The quiz is over here, underneath, above the merch somehow, that link, that Goldman test thing. It's a 10-question quiz, and we'll do it all together after we guess the cards. 1 sec. Let me take this off. It's getting really hot here. Well, I guess I could open the window a little bit, but 1 sec. This used to be my favorite shirt. It's a really thin wool sweater. It's kind of like a dress. It's kind of a dress sweater kind of thing. It's like a kind of dress. It's really thin. I love it, but not now. It's a little hot. Hey, maybe I'll wear gray. Would you guys be able to handle it if I wore gray? Or would you guys freak out? Are you guys cool if I wear gray? Ah, well, there we go. So there we go. All right, let's do it. Deirdre, are you still here? If you're still here, I'll read your cards while we have a couple of minutes. We have a couple of minutes before we move on and guess everything. So if you're still here, just say yes or whatever in the description box, and we'll put it up and read your cards. If not, I think I'm just going to chill out. I'm just going to drink. Hey, for those who... Oh, you're still here? Right on. I'm actually drinking... Check this out. I'm drinking water with lemon in it. It's like lemon juice tea. Oh, it's... Mama Sunshine's really sick, and Papa Sunshine's really... They both have... You know, they're in both stage 4 with no... They're both at the stage where there's no more chemo or radiation or anything for them. They're past any kind of doctor help, but they're doing their best. They're past any kind of medical help, and so now we're trying things around here like lemon in water and different types of changing the body around. But gave chemo a shot for a while, whatever. All right, DG, you are up. Let me just keep an eye on the time. 1 sec. Where the hell's my stopwatch here? 1 sec. Just going to keep an eye on the time. And then we'll... Ah, frig. Where the hell is the... Oh, there it is. Just... Oh, 1 sec. Alright, you're up. Hey, Tien, what's up? I hope you're having an amazing day. Deirdre, you are up. Let's just spell this properly. Sort of. Alright, so I'm going to put you in the description box so it's easier to find. Hey, Tien, we're going to guess the cards at 10:30. And after we guess the cards, we're going to... Alright, Deirdre's in the description box. The time is... There's our... 1 sec. Timestamp 9:45. All right, let's do it. We're going to read some cards a little bit, and then we're going to... So we're going to read a couple of cards. We're just going to read Deirdre's cards, Tien. Oh, shucks, this was working. Let me blow this up a little bit and see if this works again. Oh, crud. Ah, crap. Don't be like that. One sec. Oh, no. It's here. Oh, looks good. Okay, we did it. And so, all right, Deirdre's up. One sec. Let's move this here. We'll do that. We'll switch that over there. We'll move this here. We'll do this. We'll do that. It's a lot of text, but that's okay. We'll do this. Hey, Susanna, what's up? I hope you're having a super amazing day. Hope everything is cool with everybody. I'm kind of doing a little bit of a thing these days where I'm sort of, like I used to, because we get readings paid forward, like Stephanie Kroll, you know, Annie H., Sue, you know, SueJ, you know, Rocktober, Angelica, a lot of SunnysSide, you know, Wing One, you know, a lot of SunnySiders pay it forward here on the channel for readings. So I kind of like, when I come online, the first person who's here, I kind of like to, oh shucks, hold on, Leon, I have to make you a moderator. So here you go. All right, Leon, good. So what the hell, did that work? Yeah, that's why Leon can come on and chat during the day. Okay, here we go. Deirdre is up. Enough nonsense. Let's read the cards. Oh, check it out. I'm wearing a gray shirt. So I'm also getting a little bit of beefy here. All that ashwagandha is making me hungry, really hungry all the time, and really, hold on, guys. Here we go. All this stuff I'm taking making me hungry all the time, and it's making me thick. So, all right, Deirdre, here we go, here we go, here we go. First up, the star card reversed. We're going to guess the cards in about 10 minutes, guys. At 10:30, we're going to guess the cards. Deirdre, the star card reversed. This is the card of hope. This is the card of a light in the distance. This is the card of putting everything back together again after it falls down. It's kind of the card of following your own drummer, so to speak, and really doing your own thing. It's, do you know, in the sky, the Aquarius constellation is considered the sea. They call it the sea, that part of the sky. It's surrounded by, like, you know, Aquarius is the water bearer, or the person who brings the cup. It's kind of a card of, it's kind of a sign of service, believe it or not. But I wouldn't tell that to them. But that's what it is. They bring the water, they bring the information, they help people, you know, bring out the best in themselves. But that's not really the point here. The star card is a card of hope. It's the first of the three progressive luminaries. It means there's a, you know, there's a possibility for something really good happening. It's reversed, so maybe it's a little bit delayed. Maybe you don't see all of the opportunities around you. Maybe instead of good things happening to you, you're going to have to find yourself making your own luck. Leon's birthday's on Sunday. Ah, Leon, well, it's great to see you. I hope everything is really cool. Then we have the Ace of Coins. Sunday's going to be horoscope day, right? That'll be fun to goof around on your birthday on horoscope day. Anyways, there we have Ace of Coins. Actually, usually, just to let you guys know, the chat during the day, which is really fun, is reserved for moderators and members. But membership on this channel is only $5, so it's not like a big deal. But I mostly did it to keep away all the spammers and to avoid from all the distractions I get when I read the horoscopes, because it's been stressing me out for a long time. So, like, for the longest time, I'm like, fuck, man, I can't make it through the goddamn fucking horoscopes. And, like, I don't even want to do them. I can't make it through the horoscopes. What the fuck? But now that we have moderator-only chat, it's really, member-only chat, it's really fun. And we'll make it through the horoscopes. Anyways, Deirdre, here we go. Ace of Coins is a beginning in money, a new beginning in money. You might be lucky in money, right? See how that's a little lock right there, up there, a key lock? You're supposed to, you should be unlocking your the potential to unlock your financial future right now. You should be lucky in money, but the star says you probably don't realize it right now. Then we have the Moon card reversed. This is the second of the progressive luminaries. It's the star, the moon, and the sun. And the moon is reversed, so you probably you might be a little bit lost in the wilderness, so to speak, or you don't necessarily see the way out, or maybe you're a little confused about something, or there's some information hiding from you. Or see, both of these two cards, these luminary cards, the star and the moon, they're reversed. So you might, maybe something happened recently, probably financial because it's the Ace of Coins in the middle, where you're having difficulty rebounding from. Maybe money's a little tight, or that's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to reach too much. This reading right here says it's money, Ace of Coins. But so something's going on where there was a little bit of a setback recently and you're having difficulty moving forward. And that's the deal. Maybe there was something at work. Hey, Teresa, what's up? Your day will definitely be interesting. All right, DJ. Then we have the Knight of Swords reversed. Wow, bunch more cards on this reversed tonight. I just shuffled in everything. Anyways, the Knight of Swords says you're rushing around looking for some information, right? Maybe you're applying for jobs, but whatever it is, you're waiting for information. It's reversed. Or maybe someone was supposed to tell you something, and as it is, you're going to have to go find your own answers, right? On top of that, watch your words. Whenever I see these sword cards, it's obviously watch your words, watch your language. But really, I look at it as information and running around trying to gather a lot of information, ask a lot of questions, but it's reversed. So there's a strong possibility you're not getting your answers. But that's not the weirdest thing either, because there's all this confusion in the background. It's not really confusion, it's uncertainty. The star and the moon reverse is more uncertainty than confusion. It's lacking personal confidence. And the Knight of Swords says you're running around and not getting your answers, so I totally get it. Hey Teresa, what's up? I hope you're having a super amazing day. And Kimbo is a super awesome SunnysSider. And Angeli, what's up? I hope you're having a super beautiful day. Here we go. Next. Da-na-na-na, the Death card. Now, normally you would think, oh, the Death card sucks bananas. But you know what? In Deirdre, in this situation, I think it's okay. I think it's okay. It depends how it does depend on how you look at it. So, on the negative side, the Death card obviously represents an ending, like major ending. On the positive side, it's not the Tower. So it's not really something to come crashing down. It really has to do with you getting ready to leave a situation and move on to something else. The Knight of Swords, you're not getting the answer that you want, or you're rushing around and someone's jerking you around with the answer. There's a lack of information in the background. You're not necessarily seeing a way out of the situation. You're kind of waiting on money, waiting on money a little bit, or money's a little bit of a problem. And the Death card says you've finally had enough, and it's really time for you to move on. For whatever it is, it's time for you to move on. And finally, we have the Priestess reversed. Why is there no light out here? And finally, we have the Priestess reversed. And the Priestess generally indicates that something is being hidden from you. It's like something is being hidden, but it's not really the case. It means it's something is how do I say this? You want to reach out, like you want to rush out and do things, but the Priestess card is holding you back. It means you have to stop, you have to look inwards, you have to figure it out. Someone's probably standing in your way. You don't know all the information. In fact, the Priestess card means information is going to be revealed to you. So whether you're going to reveal the information to yourself, or you could look at it like some kind of desire or way is going to be revealed. It's represented, the Priestess is represented by the Moon card. So you can imagine, and you have the moon popping up twice here, like the actual moon card is back right there. Then you have the Priestess, which is represented by the moon, and then you have the Death card. So stop being a hermit, really. Is that what it is? You have to stop being a hermit? Well, you're here on the SunnysSide hanging out. That's pretty cool. That's very cool. I'm just going to take a wild guess. Wild guess. Scorpio energy is really popular right now, but they're not necessarily popular online. It's more along the lines of, let me have a look here. Oh no, is this a real chart? Okay, this is a real chart. So the signs that are really popular online right now, Scorpio is really popular online, and depending on when you were born, maybe Aquarius is a little bit popular online. No, it's a Scorpio rising. Maybe a little. Scorpio risings are the ones that are really popular right now. And sorry, and on the internet, so to speak, on the internet, it's Libra. So Scorpio energy and Libra energy. And I'm just going to take a wild guess. Out of curiosity, I have a question asking if you're like, so I'm just going to ask a wild question and say astrologically it's Scorpios and Scorpio risings that are very popular when they go outside right now. It's very busy. They're being noticed. And Libra risings, which are popular on social media on the internet. And I'm going to ask you, oh, wow, you're a Leo Cancer cusper. Hey, no way! What do they call those? They call those, oh, I can't remember what they're called. You're a Leo Cancer cusp. Is that your sun sign? Leos are popular right now. People are giving things to Leos, right? Venus is in Leo. Hey, you know what? That's really neat. Hey, Michael, what's up? I hope you have a super amazing day. We're going to guess the cards in a couple of minutes. Wow, that's really cool, Deirdre. So you guys catch that? Deirdre is the best. They really are. Wow, did you guys catch that? Deirdre's a Leo. Venus is in Leo. Blah, blah, blah. July 23rd, no way. That's really cool. That's a very, very cool day. Actually, AJ, my son, is the 25th. That's really cool. Michael's a Leo rising? No way. You should be attracting a lot of attention as well right now, Michael. Seriously. All right, guys, here we go. We have, oh, we're starting a little bit early. Well, let's do it. We're going to guess the cards in about, oh, wow. I don't usually wear gray and my hair's messed up. Whatever. Let's put these cards back. We're going to take a moment. And we're going to guess the cards in a couple of minutes. So if anybody, so this is what we do on the channel at nighttime. I don't usually give you guys psychic exercises, and I'm not live anyways. We don't really do that too much. Too much attention? Oh my God. Aries, Leo rising. Oh my God. Hey, you know what? That's an interesting combination. There's, I know a couple of people who are Leo. No, I don't. Aries, Leo rising. So that's going to do what? Aries, Leo rising. Oh, that's going to make you really popular. Really popular. Holy crap. Actually, that's extremely auspicious, man. Aries, Leo rising. That puts your sun in the 9th house. That's pretty cool. Oh, Mars in the 1st house? Oh, no, Mars in the 9th house, right? Yeah, Mars in the 9th house, travel a lot, higher education, argue with your teachers, very philosophical. I get it. I get it. I get it. You guys are pretty cool. I'm looking on my phone here. Deirdre's July 23rd. I get that. Really neat. All right, guys. Oh, let's lose this thing up here. I put that there because we're going to do this here in a sec. I just didn't want to have to stare at it. And I didn't put the timestamps in. The boss is a pain. Yeah, I believe that. I'm drinking lemon in hot water. Actually, you know what, guys? There are certain things that happen in your chart. You know, people say to me all the time, oh man, is this going to pass? Or is this, or is this that? You know, certain things, like having Mars way up there in your chart, those problems that you go through, some of those problems are going to stay forever. That's the crazy part. The real sucky bananas part of it, you know? But you know what? You just do your best, and you just do your best and do your thing. But I'm telling you, man, Mars, with all that fire energy, with that Leo rising and Mars in Aries and Sun in Aries, all that 9th house, that 9th house stuff is very, very, very auspicious or very favorable to the Aries Leo kind of axis there. And so you should be very lucky, and you should actually be like really lucky, like lottery lucky. But we'll talk about that. If the guys don't pop in, we'll talk about that another time. All right, here we go, guys. We have a couple of minutes. We have about 5 minutes to kill. Just to let you know, 5 minutes to kill, and then we're going to guess the cards. And when we guess the cards, after we guess the cards, We're going to do a little bit of a quiz. Everybody should be filtering in soon. And then we'll do the single is Pringle. That's all right, man. That's all right. Whatever. Single is Pringle. So what? I bet you have no problem. I bet you actually have zero problem meeting anyone, seriously. Actually, I bet you have no problem at all. That combination should be really fun. And that puts Sagittarius down in your 5th house, and they're going to make a lot of aspects to it. I think it's pretty good. I think if there's a problem, just off the top of my head, with that stuff in the 9th house, like Mars in the 9th house, Mars and your Sun in the 9th house. First, Mars-Sun combination, that tends to be very, just to let you know, Mars-Sun combination tends to make people very successful. You should be an entrepreneur. You should maybe, might argue with people at school, whatever. Travel a lot. Maybe you ran away from home as a kid. Maybe you ran away from home as a kid. Maybe you had, you know, problems at school. Oh, here we go. Time to guess the cards. And so, problematic, but I'll tell you, that combination should have a lot of fun. One of the things you might want to watch out for, though, is accidental pregnancies and problems with the kids. All that Aries energy in the 9th house, it might cause problems with children, and it might cause problems with children. 15 years, that's all right. That's all right. No, those guys, that energy tends to be quite successful. All right, next. All right, next. Well, let's do it, guys. Let's try and guess the tarot cards. All right, Tien. Tien says the Star, Moon, High Priestess, Knight of Swords, and the Devil. Angelique says the 4. You think the 4s? I think the 4s as well. You know, I think the 4s as well. Oh, your Sun is 28. No way. I think the 4s are pretty good as well. Michael says the Star. Angelique says the Emperor, Hermit, and the Moon. You're welcome, Deirdre. You're super, super welcome, actually. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for tuning in early. Please subscribe to the channel. If you want to become a member, it's only $5. All right. Hey, Navi, what's up? Navi, right on time. We got to guess the cards. Michael says the Hermit. A lot of you guys are saying the Hermit, right? Let me keep shuffling properly, because I don't want the same cards to come up that I just read. I really do want to mix them up a little. Okay, so Navi says, okay, Michael says the Hermit. Navi says the Devil, the Tower reversed, 2 of Cups, and what? W of Wands. All right. So Michael says the Ace of Wands also. Sue's not in tonight. Sue's busy. So Sue's busy, and I think Gingy's busy. So, and this is not catching up. So, all right. Angie says the Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands. Confidence, doing it your own way. Taking care of people. Being a soccer mom. Queen of Wands, soccer mom. Hockey mom in Canada. Navi says 2 of Wands. What? 2 of Wands, 2 of Cups. Whoa. You Scorpios. You Scorpios and your 2 of Cups. Ha ha ha. Wait, what? I meant to say Knives of Blood. What? Knives of Blood is not a tarot card. It is in the Scorpio tarot deck. I meant to say buckets of water. Nuke that. Okay, next. Well, I'm going to pick one of the 4s. I'm going to say the 4 of Swords. So I'm going to say the 4 of Swords. I'm still shuffling. 4 of Swords. Okay, we're going to pick in about a minute. So I say 4 of Swords. 4 of Swords, right? Because vigilance. You got to stick to your thing. Queen of Gaslights. Queen of Gaslights. Oh my god. That should be the motherfucker. That should be the... Oh my god. Oh my god, Michael, I got what? The king of bullshitters. King and queen of bullshit. Oh, yeah, man, that's funny. King and queen of bullshit, I like that. Oh my god, that would be so funny. King the queen and king of bullshit. King of the knight of bullshit. Oh my god, the knight of fucking chaos. Okay, everybody calm down. Angelique says strength or king of wands. Alright. Your ex, queen of gaslights. Oh my god. Alright, let me calm down. Let me calm back down. It's so true. It's not even funny, right? So, alright, let me pick the cards. So what did I say? Four of Swords, right? You got to be vigilant. You got to keep going with your thing. Everybody has to kind of keep going. Although I've started reading the horoscopes again, I'm not exactly in tune with what's going on. I haven't really been paying attention. And but I will be. We're getting back this week. We're getting back to it. All right, so what else is going on? King of Turds. Okay, hold on. Oh my god. You guys make me laugh. The queen of bullshit. The queen of bullshit. All right, hold on. Oh my god, where'd Leon go? Okay, here we go. So I say the Four of Swords. I say the Four of Swords. Maybe the Knight of Wands, you know, I don't know that the Knight of Wands, I hope not. Let me say the Four of Swords, and then I'll say the World card, in the Major Arcana, I'll say the World card and the Magician. Since we're talking about bullshitters, I'll say the Magician. The World card and the Magician. I tend to say those at the same time, and it never works out. World card, Magician. SLC obviously says the Moon. Maybe SLC says the Hierophant as well. In her deck, Hierophant is really cool. SLC says the Moon and the Hierophant. I say the Magician and the World. And in the Minor Arcana, I say the Four of Swords. And maybe the Four of Wands. It's really a four kind of thing. Wheel of Fortune would really... It is, I think it's a Four of Swords, maybe a Four of Wands thing. But Four of Swords and... Let's say Knight of Wands, what the fuck. Alright, here we go. First up. Although I'm not really feeling the Knight of Wands. First up. Dun-dun-dun-dun, the Devil card. Oh my god. No, SLC often says this, but I said she picked a different card. I have a feeling I'm not going to get any of them. Okay, here we go. The Devil card. Hope she doesn't text me and say, what the fuck was I thinking? Oh, shucks. Oh, no. Hold on a second. I messed this up somehow. The Devil card. Oh, guys. Doing this in one hand is really difficult. So, I got to find someplace I can hold the tarot cards where you guys can see them. All right. Hey, Seal. What's up? Ace of Cups. You got it. All right. Let's do it. Okay, Devil card. A lot of screwing around, right? The Devil card is like... is smoking and blaming it on someone else, right? All this Virgo energy, it's a good time to start a new habit, right? So like change your brands of cigarettes if anybody smokes out there. Yeah. Next, Devil card. Seal says Lovers, Six of Swords. Nice. Boom. Page of Wands reversed. Okay, so it's good. Oh, you got that already, Tien? No way. You got the Devil already? What the frig? I wasn't even... Oh, Navi said the Devil? Holy crap. Oh my god, Navi said the Devil already? And Tien got it as well? Oh my god, you guys both said it. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, here we go. Navi and Tien. Let me put you guys in the box here right now. Oh my god, I'm starting to think that Tien is from the future. What the fuck is going on with the computer? Oh shit, this better not be one of these experiences, man. Oh my god, hold on. Okay. Oh my god. I think Tien is from the future. Tien, if you're from the future, if you're like some Terminator and you're from the future, that's not fair. Okay. Tien, Navi... Nice. And we started at 10:30, which was like 30. Oh man. And I fucked it up. If SLC was going to say that, I totally fucked it up. I'm not paying attention. You guys both got it. All right, next. Congratulations. Oh my god, you guys are on fire. Okay, Devil, Page of Wands. Oh my god, if you guys are really from the future, that's not fair. That's cheating. That's cheating. That's cheating. Oh my god. It's not, you guys aren't allowed to go be in the future and come back just to depict this. That's the little, that's, alright, whatever. So, that's okay. That's okay. My god, we gotta figure out fuck! This fucking thing. Okay, I'm just gonna leave it messy with one hand here. Remote viewing? Oh my god, I don't even know how to access cable on the TV. So I don't know how I can do this remote viewing. Is that like an app? Like, is that like you mean you could watch your TV on your phone? Is that like what you mean by remote viewing? No? Ugh. Bone! Throw me a bone! What's with everybody? Alright, next. Next. I'm just joking. I know what remote viewing is. Fuck. I know what remote viewing is. Why do you think I spent so much time at university? Remote viewing. You coming to class today, Sonny? No, man. I'm psychic. I'm going to remote view that class. All right. Good luck. Good luck on the test. Oh, my God. Next. Oh, no. 5 of coins reversed, guys. That's not good. That means money's going to dry up. Be careful, guys. Money's going to be a little bit pooper, guys. So watch out. 5 of coins, and it's reversed. So it looks like you're going to... It looks like with the 5 of coins reversed, I look at it going back to the 4 of coins. It looks like someone's going to make you spend your money, guys. Be careful. So, yeah. How do you think I made it through university? Remote viewing. You going to class today? Why? I'm psychic. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Just, oh, super shit. Not super shit. Super crap. Okay, I did it. I did it too much. Okay. Super crap. Okay, 5 of coins. Close enough. It means you're going to end up spending too much, it goes back to the 4, and the warning in the 4, oh shucks, I messed it up again. Oh crap. The warning in the 4 is not to spend money. You worked hard for your money. Don't spend it all right away. But it's usually someone else who wants you to spend your money. So watch out for it, guys. If you take a breath, that's okay. That's okay. I don't always breathe. Next, the Empress. Oh, fuck. Whatever, Sonny. Whatever. This is the card of pregnancy. Sorry, it's not the card of pregnancy. It's kind of the card of birth, but it's not the card of pregnancy. It's the card of being born. Anyways, this is mother energy. Just like in the last reading, I talked about the 3 progressive lights in astrology. The Empress, the Emperor, and the Hierophant are like authority figures, so to speak. And the Empress is the softest form of love. It's Venus energy. Is that a little thing in the womb right there? That's really fucked up in this card. Look at that. Is that it right there? Is that a little fetus in the womb? Can you guys see that? This bonfire deck is fucked up. Right here in the tree, or whatever the hell this thing is. In this card, it's in the womb in this card. She's carrying a baby here in this deck. Alright, let's move on. Let's move on. Alright, Michael, be cool, man. Stay out of trouble. Okay, let me just... Fuck. Oh, man, I gotta go get the mouse. Or I could just wash my hands. There's no way I'm washing my hands. There's COVID. You could get COVID. You get monkeypox by washing your hands. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh. Oh, my God. All right. I was going to make a joke, but Hellbeast's not here to make tease. I was going to say, oh, my God. Hellbeast should probably... Have you seen the people that Hellbeast has sex with? If I was him, I wouldn't wash my hands after sex. I would, like, just... rub them in the dirt a little. Just rub them in the dirt. Alright, next. Here we go. Next. Boom. Page of coins. Straight up. Where did I put the Empress card? Oh, Empress is right here. 5 of coins. Page of coins. Well, it looks like you guys are going to have to borrow some money. You're going to have to borrow some money. There are lessons in money here. Your stuff, your security. You're going to be rushing around. There's going to be a sense of rushing around taking care of your stuff. Money is tight, right? 5 of coins is reversed. Money is definitely tight. You're spending money on other people. Maybe you guys spent money you didn't have recently, or maybe the hard work wasn't paying off, or maybe you didn't save anything. But here we go. Page of coins could indicate possibly getting a second job for everyone. Anyways, be cool about it. You want $8 on a lottery ticket? No way! No way! Hey, I didn't check my lottery tickets yet. I never win the lottery, man. Like, seriously, never, ever. And I play the same fucking numbers. You'd think it would come up soon enough. SLC is supposed to be my good luck charm, so I always play her birthday. But she's like, you know, she's like a chick, right? So like her birthday is always changing depending on like who she's talking to. It's fucking up my lottery numbers, man. Oh my god. Steve, did you have that same problem that I do? Like your better half or your evil half or your like chick half is always like telling people SLC doesn't whatever. It's stressful, man. Hey Navi, don't do that to your boyfriend. And TN, don't fuck with your boyfriend like that. Don't be like, if the guy is like committed and he's like always playing your birthday, the lottery numbers, don't be changing your birthday. You know, just say like, all right, go ahead. You're gonna fuck with his psychic chi. All right. Well, that's how SLC fuck with my chi, man. All right, next, here we go. No, Sonny, we think you fucked with your own chi. Perhaps I did. Perhaps I did. I'm just stalling because I don't think I got any of the cards tonight. Fuck. I'm a little bummed that I didn't pick the double card because SLC always says either she never picks the Hermit. So I don't know what I was thinking. All right, here we go. One more. And then we're going to get cruise in and we're going to do our quiz. Oh, and after the quiz, we still have to do Dr. P's chart and Mary's chart. But if they don't pop in, we're going to do this stuff. And we might use Steve's chart. If Mary doesn't show up, we might use Steve's chart. All right, here we go. Oh, I'm stalling. And da-na-na-na, boom. Fuck. I did not say temperance. Shit. Fuck. Alright, whatever. Let's get back to the horoscopes. Oh my god, back to work. If I can't pick the cards, back to work. That was fun. How does it feel to be like the least psychic person in the room tonight, Sonny? I don't know. You tell me. Everyone else is psychic. Why would you ask me that question? All right, next. Temperance is here somewhere. Temperance means you guys got to make it work. But you know what? You have to be careful, guys, because just because temperance pops up saying you have to make it work, it takes two to tango. Unless you're like really ugly and can't get a dance partner, and then you're going to tango by yourself, which is a little bit on the fucking weird side. Let me recommend you guys, if you have to tango by yourself, you should probably take up smoking cigarettes or heavy drinking, and then you could just go stand outside for a little bit. All right, next. Temperance is making it work. And you guys are going to have to make it work, right? I don't know. I don't always know that the other person is going to be there to make it work. So I don't know what to say. All right, let's move on. It's interesting. Hey, you guys want to know what I was reading today as we get to the quiz? Hey, congratulations, guys. Congratulations, Navi. Congratulations, Tien. Tien's on a fucking roll. Holy crap. Oh my god. Tien is like super psychic. Oh, thanks, Steve. Well, I'm pretty good with the horoscopes. I don't know that I'm so good with this everything else. But whatever. Hey, Tien, does it ever, all this time travel, moving from the future does it ever get confusing? Like, I don't know. I tell you, I'm supposed to be from the future too. Oh yeah, Sonny, then how come you can't pick the cards? Well, I gotta tell you guys, Sonny, not Sonny, who the fuck am I talking to? Who the fuck is talking right now? I gotta tell you guys, it's not time travel that I have a problem with, and it's not being psychic that's a problem either. It's really not. We're so hot at guessing the cards is kind of ridiculous. Um, like, it's literally like 1 in 5. Like, literally, we get it that often. Except TN, who gets them all the time. But the problem is, it's not that. It's not the psychic part that I have a problem with. It's the memory part that I have a problem with. Time travel confuses the fuck out of me. And so, just because I don't often remember, and obviously you guys know I don't write things down. Ever since we switched over to computers, I just don't write anything down. Like, it's just, where am I going to write it? Like, I keep, like, what the fuck? So, they call it a notebook, but there's no fucking paper in the thing. They should call it empty book. They should call it Microsoft Empty Book. So, fuck. This is what a book looks like. This is what a book looks like. See, this is one of Sonny's notebooks. It's completely fucking empty. It's ridiculously good ideas. This book is fucking empty. Oh, that page is there. Don't look at that page. That's Astrology Secrets. Whatever. Let's move on. Okay, fuck it. Let's do the quiz. Let's do the quiz. We'll have to, I'll get them next time. Maybe we will do, maybe I will explain it to you guys. I know one thing I'm definitely going to do for you guys. I'm going to show you how to read it. I'm going to show you guys how to properly use a D9 Navamsha chart. In Vedic astrology, a D9 Navamsha chart. In other kinds of astrology, a ninth harmonic chart. It's kind of important, and I'll show you how to read it properly. There's a lot of stuff that people say that's a little bit on the bullshit side, like insanely on the bullshit side. And when you realize how these charts are actually calculated, and you realize what you're looking at, then you'll also realize that a lot of the stuff is kind of a little bit nonsense, except that the aspects it presents new aspects. So maybe not new. I don't know how to describe it to you guys. It's why I'm not doing it for you guys. Once I figure out a way to describe it to you guys, nice and simple, then we'll get down and do those charts. But in the meantime, we're gonna take it easy. TN, I'm like, thanks, Steve. It's all this stuff, like I'm highlighting stuff. Man, I'm reading this. I was reading this book from a guy named Michael Erskine, I think his name is. He's pretty good astrologer. He has a really interesting way of looking at things, and I'll explain two really easy way of looking at things right in a second for you guys after I keep shuffling the cards. I don't know why the fuck I shuffle these cards. It's fucking useless. So, but in the way that he has of describing things, there are two very specific, like he says there are 4 different personalities in a chart. Let me pull it up for you guys, and I'll explain to you what he says, and then in about 15 minutes we'll get on to the quiz. Quiz is only 10 questions tonight. It was Rocktober's idea. I think it's a lot of fun. But Sue's not here tonight, and so, Sue, Wing One, Annie H, they really like the quizzes, right? Me too, but, we'll just do our thing. Okay, so next, I'm with Tien. I like books and paper. When I used to go to class, I used to sit down. One book for writing notes, right? Notebook, right? All the notes go in this book. Very neat, very organized. And then I had another book, which was my workbook. So I would write down the equations here, or what the teacher said, or the definitions, or my notes go here in my notebook, and then I would work everything out in my workbook. I'd write the question down here, and I'd work out the question here, whatever I was studying, like whatever. And then this is for my notes. And so 2 separate books, not a big deal. That's why I used to do it. And now I'm highlighting shit. So now I'm highlighting stuff on the computer, but like, I don't know if it's like, I'm going to give you guys the entire book, because this This book I'm reading right now is about 700 fucking pages, and I'm about 120 pages into the book, and I realize it's fucking bullshit. So I was reading it for the last day and a half, literally day and a half, and I'm like, and I'm highlighting, and I'm cruising through, and I'm at the point right now where I've deduced that it's fucking bullshit. So whatever. But we're gonna keep moving through. Same with that D9 stuff I was looking at. So whatever. Some of I was doing it for you guys, and I realized the way they're describing it is actually bullshit. So it's not actually bullshit. It's just I'm very convinced that they're taking it on face value, and that it was created. And some of the face value statements that I'm hearing is very clear bullshit. So, I'm gonna check it out deeper for you guys and figure it out. The same with those parts. Those part of fortune, part of spirit, eros, all that stuff is a lot of fun, but it's also astrology that's kind of made the fuck up. Like, it's 100% made the fuck up. It makes a lot of sense. It's, it's this, it's that, but like, you see the harmonic charts, if you look really close in the natal chart, you can figure out, you can kind of see the harmonics in there if you look really closely. Or I can anyways. And actually I draw it for you guys. You guys should be able to see it after a while. But in the other stuff is kind of bullshitty. You have to create it. But neither here nor there. Alright, let me show you something right now in astrology, and then we'll move forward from that. And then we'll do the quiz in a couple of minutes. Check this out. This is what the guy says. So he's saying, I have Mary's chart and Dr. P's here, but I can't really do it until they see them. I'm not going to read Dr. P's chart until I see it. Okay, here we go. So check this out. Let's just take a moment and check this out. So we're going to look at the transits. We're not going to look too deeply at the transits, but I'm going to draw a picture on it. So it's kind of almost pointless to really line it up. But I'll show you guys what's going on and the reasons for it. So check this out. So he has 4 very specific types of chart. He has what's called, okay, so he breaks relationships down into 4, so he breaks the charts down into 4 different types. We have the lovers, okay, so we'll say the lovers, right, the people who give love, and then we have the loved, right, the people who receive love, and then we have the what did he call it? It's the people who do both. They're independent, right? Let's call them independents. The indies, right? And these guys are actually a combination of both. Let's put a B there. So they're both. And then we have one that's kind of like just goes all of them. Let's just say, let's call it Rockstar. He calls it something else. These 2 names will change on the right. So the first one is this, and this is what you guys, I'm bringing this up because you guys ask me this quite a bit. And I'll do this on Astro Q&A during the day. So the guys who are loved, right? The guys who receive love, these guys, I'll explain it first. These guys tend to be, they tend to be highly charismatic people. See, let's remove these 2 guys let's remove these 2 over here. There are 2 basic types of charts. The charts of, for most people. You're either a lover, right? You really give, you're giver, right? We'll call this a giver. And this guy, instead of calling it a taker, let's say it's a guy who shines a bit, right? And this, so he gives attention, Okay, those guys give attention, and these guys shine and receive attention. Now, the guys who receive attention, believe it or not, these are the guys that are born with these T-squares in their chart. Check it out. So if you have a T-square in your chart, he says, by his definition, the T-squares are the guys in the chart who are the guys who are like, tend to be very popular. They tend to be the center of attention. They're always doing things. They're very independent. Not necessarily self-motivated, but they're definitely motivated people to get things done. They can be a little bit selfish at times, but these are highly charismatic people. People born with a square in their chart, or a T-square. This is a 3 point, not a square. It's a T-square in their chart. And if you're born with a T-square, you're highly charismatic, you're a go-getter. People are naturally drawn to you. And the reason he's saying this is because this line right here goes right through the center of the chart where you are. So it says these people, it crosses, the energy literally crosses. They're literally standing right in the center of everything. So that's the first one. It's fascinating because when people think of T-squares in their chart, they think of things like tension that needs to be released. But that's what it is. These guys are the center of attention and they need to release their tension. So that's the first thing. The second thing, okay, so that's the second thing. The first thing are the givers. And the givers are the grand trine guys. And the definition of this, let's draw a better picture than that. The definition of the givers, or the grand trine guys, they are avoiding the center. They avoid stress. They do whatever they can. The lovers, or the people who give attention, do whatever they can, or they circle the center right there. They circle it and they take care of it, and they do whatever they need to do to preserve the peace, to keep things easy breezy, to keep things flowing. They're like, hey, how are ya? Can I help you out? What the fuck? Let's go grab a sandwich. Would you like fries with that? Like, whatever. They're very seriously the givers of the zodiac. If you have a grand trine in your chart, you fall into the category of the lover, the one who gives to other people. And if you fall into the category where you have a T-square in your chart, right? That's a T-square. Then these are the ones who are, right here, right in the center. These are the ones who tend to be popular, tend to be charismatic, tend to be the center of attention. And these guys, can be a little bit selfish at times. Those are the two big ones that you're going to see in the chart. There's another one which is mixed. And these guys, there are guys who have these grand trines in their chart, and they can have a T-square. These guys tend to be mixed. And if it's mixed, they can kind of go either way. These guys don't really need anybody. They get a bad rap of being loners. They get a bad rap of being this, that. They can be chameleons. People call them bullshitters sometimes because, they don't really need you. But they're the ones who are mixed in the chart. Now, these guys have to watch out because there's a strong possibility, even though they have all of the energy to get up and go, they can be the center of attention, they can do things, there's a tendency for these guys to fall into the trap of letting everyone else do things for them. Right? So that's the thing. They can be very lazy at times. Oh, no, I drew it backwards. This part of their chart is doing a lot for others, but because of this, they can be very lazy and let others do it for them. It's tough when you're a mixed chart because you're surrounded by people who are either this or that, and it can be very frustrating at times. And the final chart is the one where everything is within, I think, 90 degrees like this. Their chart is like this, like everything is in a little section like this. Now in my chart, it's going to be different because I have all of these little points here. But in this particular, if it's like this, like Britney Spears' chart, I like to call them rock star charts. But these are people who are like super dependent. They always want to be, they're extremely needy and they need the attention. And so these kind of guys here tend to be really famous. And so that's the deal. The other guy who I was reading, he said, yeah, he used a little bit different language. And some of the stuff, language that I use to describe these guys, he actually used it to describe the squares, or the T-squares, right? He used it to describe the T-square, but I'm pretty sure he meant something a little bit different. So that's interesting stuff. You guys should keep that in mind. So if you saw this particular chart here, if this was a guy's chart, you would see that red line right there, that blue. Well, that's not a real trine because it's going to, well, I guess that's a real one, whatever. You would see this and you would say, wow, this guy is a real giver. He likes to help other people. But then at the same time, depending on your orb, he kind of has a T-square kicking in his chart a little bit. It could be the same combination. This guy would be a bit of both. But, you need a very clean chart to do this. This stuff isn't going to count. Those guys aren't going to count. This is not going to count. This is not going to count. You know, you need a clean chart. That's not going to count. So half these lines aren't going to count. You're probably not going to use that. So heads up on all of that. I think it's pretty neat. All right, enough. It is. I think it is fascinating. It's really neat. All right, next. Are you guys ready to do the quiz? It's 11 o'clock. Yeah, anyways, yeah, I really do like books and paper. Okay, here we go. Where the hell did I put the quiz? All right, 1 sec. It really is fascinating. All right, guys, here is the, if you guys want to do this at the same time, then here's the link. Here's the link if you guys want to do it at the same time. And I'm going to pull it up right here. It's only 10 questions, I think. I don't know. I haven't done this. I don't think I've done this quiz before. And let's check it out. Everybody take a deep breath. Everybody relax. And we'll check it out. We'll do it again on Thursday when everyone checks back in. Here we go. Oh my God, it's such stressful days. There's so much bullshit in the air, but what can you do? Okay, here we go, guys. Okay, set the alarm. We're stopping at 10 minutes for our 11:11 wish, because I have a big 11:11 wish. Normally, my 11:11 wishes don't work out, but today I'm doing it because the universe does listen to me. The universe really does listen, so I'm doing it today. Okay, here we go. Here we go. First up, I wonder where the hell SLC is. She doesn't come to my show anymore. Fuck. That's alright. That's alright. That's alright. You're on an airplane, guys. Here we go. You're on an airplane which suddenly hits extremely bad turbulence and begins rocking from side to side. What do you do? Oh, man. Oh, man. Well, you know what? If I was in an airplane that hit extreme bad turbulence and began rocking from side to side, I'd probably have to turn off my selfie cam and put my pants back on and go sit down and leave the washroom and go sit down. That's what I say. Yep. Yep. I just want to let you guys know, for those who don't know, for those who have been trying to, you know, I'm a big fan. I'm not a big fan of cheating on tests. I don't think you have to always get perfect. I don't think you get everything right all the time. I'm a big fan of getting things perfect. I do like being psychic. I do like my background, but seriously, you know, the Mile High Club only counts if it's with someone else. I think you can't get behind a technicality with the I think you gotta excuse me, you have to do it for real. And seeing as that it's more and more difficult to sneak alcohol on a plane, I don't know how you guys are going to do it anymore. All right, that's just my 2 cents, and I don't know that you need my advice on how to fly in an airplane. Okay, so what do? Continue to read your book or magazine or watch the movie, paying little attention to the turbulence? A little both. Well, usually when I'm on a plane and we have a lot of turbulence, I just continue to read. I don't usually pay much attention to it. Like, I notice it, but I'm like, all right, let's move on. I'm not I don't, yeah, I guess I'm a little bit of both. I don't really, I'm aware of it, but I don't really stress it out. I'm not carefully monitoring anything, but I do pay a little bit of attention, but I don't stress it out because it's like, it's a thing. Yeah, I don't care. I don't really care about it. I just continue to read my thing. All right, next. You've taken a group of 4-year-old kids to the park, and one of them starts crying because the others won't play with her. What do? Oh my God, I'd pull her hair and laugh. Oh no, wait, no. I'm not 4 years old. I'm babysitting the 4-year-olds. Okay. So you've taken a group of 4-year-olds to the park. One of them starts to cry. The others won't play with her. What do? You definitely do not take her aside because you're going to get called out as, So stay out of it. Let the kids deal with it. Talk to her and tell her in a kind voice not try. Try to distract the crying girl by showing her some other cool things she could play with. No, I would talk to her. I would talk to her and help her figure out ways in which to get the other kids to play with her. It's what I do here on the Sunny Side. It's what I do for you guys. Okay, next. Assume you had hoped to get an A in one of your courses, but let's just assume that that course is called Music Appreciation, and let's say it's your first year as a fine arts major at York University, and somehow you got an E, but like the football guy got a B plus, and you're like, how the fuck did his music major fail music appreciation? Oh, okay. Assume you had hoped to get an A on your course, but you just found out you got a C minus on your midterm. What do? Oh my God. Do you talk to the professor to give you a better grade? No, I've never done that. Tell yourself it doesn't matter how much you do in the particular course? No, I've never done that. Resolve to do better in the future? Yeah. Sketch out specific plans for ways to improve your grade and resolve to follow through on your plans. That's what I usually do. If I had a shit midterm, holy fuck would I have to study my ass and double down. The thing with that music appreciation course is that there's no fucking midterm in that class. So what the fuck? So that really fucked me over. Okay, next. Imagine you're an insurance salesman calling prospective clients. Oh, great. 15 people in a row have hung up on you and you're getting discouraged. What do? Well, I get discouraged, guys. I really get discouraged. If no one wants any readings here, after this quiz, we're probably going to leave. So if nobody's here, I'm going to just go. And so, because I could always, if nobody shows up, I'm going to go find something else to do. So 15 people in a row have hung up. What do? Call it a day and hope for better luck tomorrow? I usually do that. Reassess what you're doing that may be undermining your ability to make a sale. Not really. I don't really do that because I'm always doing that. Whether I have a good day or a bad day. If it's a good day, I'm like, what worked? If it's a bad day, what didn't work? So that's not really fun. Try something new next on the call. Yeah. Or consider another line of work sometimes. Call it a day and hope for better luck tomorrow. This is what I truthfully do. If it doesn't work, I usually call it a day. You're a manager in an organization that's trying to encourage respect for racial and ethnic diversity. In North America, you must be fucking joking. You overhear someone telling you a racist joke, what do? Oh, I've had that all the time. I hear racist jokes all the time, all the time. Speak up. I don't necessarily... I usually give the guy a look. If someone is being if anyone is being disrespectful, I give them the look. I do give them the look, like you should know better than to do that, or that's offensive. You just hurt someone's feelings. I'm in an industry where it's very cliquey. It's there's a lot of off-color language, but you have to watch out for it. So hey, Steve. Hey, Erica, what's up? You got not so good on the test? What the fuck? Speak up on the spot? I would probably not ignore it, but let's just chill it out. You're trying to calm down a friend who has worked himself up into a fury at a driver in another car who's cut down. What do? Holy fuck! Never get into road rage. What the fuck? Oh my god! Tell him to. I would say to fucking chill out. Never get road rage. What question are we on? Okay, 1 minute. We have 1 minute before our 11:11 wish. You got 60 out of 200. Oh fuck! Seriously? Oh my god! Oh my god! You and your boyfriend, girlfriend have gotten into an argument that's escalated into a shouting match. I'm usually the one who's being fucking mental. What's the best thing to do? Take a 20-minute break and then continue to the discussion. You fucking wish. Stop the argument. No, you're say you're sorry and ask your apology. Oh, they never fucking stop for a moment, collect your thoughts. None of this fucking works. How about yell? Keep on fucking yelling. I say you're sorry, but then it gets into a fucking argument even worse. You've been assigned to a lead work group that's trying to come up with a creative solution to a nagging problem. What's the first thing you do? We usually go to the bar. Drop an agenda and allot time for discussion? No. Have people take the time? No. Begin by asking each person? Yes. Yes. I go around the room asking for ideas. Okay, here we go, guys. It's 11:11. Time to make our 11:11 wish when we're back. I don't know what to see. Stay, Steve. We'll see what's going on. Oh my god. Yeah, you can't join being by yourself on the Mile High Club just doesn't count. All right, smoking weed on an airplane, that doesn't count as the Mile High Club, and taking gummies on doesn't count as the Mile High Club either. Anyways, let's just take a moment and make our 11:11 wish. It's almost 11:11. Oh my god, I still have an 11:11 wish, but you know what? I'm getting tired of this 11:11 bullshit, and I'm getting tired of this wishing thing. I'm so bad at wishing, it's not even funny. I'm so insanely shit at manifesting. It's fucking retarded. I might as well shove a pencil up my nose and go, ah, look, I just did math. it's like me. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Anyways, let's make our wish anyways. I really do have a wish. I really do. There is no fucking way my wish is coming true. So whatever. But like I'm keep working on it, keep working on it, keep working on it. I don't believe it's going to happen. Actually, I tell you guys what's going to happen. When Saturn goes direct at the end of October, you guys are going to be okay. But you have to make it to the end of October. And many of you won't. That's what the problem is. Many of you are going to lose your jobs. Many of you are going to go broke. Many of you are going to go into massive amounts of debt. It's really difficult right now. And we're all hooped until the end of October. Don't be scared about this Uranus going retrograde. I think Uranus goes retrograde every year. It's part of its thing, so I wouldn't really stress that out. That's a silly thing to stress out. It's kind of like stressing out Mercury retrograde. It goes retrograde so often. For many of you who are wondering about is the guy coming back or is the guy going or what's going on, all those questions you ask me about relationships, you should 100% embrace the Mercury retrograde because many of you have Mercury retrograde relationships and you just don't know it. Heads up on that. Anyways, neither here nor there. But I have an 11:11 wish. I really do, and I think it should be quite good. But it's not happening, so I don't know what to say. You know, neither here nor there. What can you do? All right, there we go. That's our 11:11 wish. What? Flawless, just as a Leo moon. You got 125 out of 200? Oh my god, you kicked Steve's ass. Oh my god. Guys, it's a fucking personality test. You can't fail a personality test. Did you guys know that? Although, I don't have a lot of stickers in my personality test book. I'm just saying. So, alright, next. Sonny, it was a personality test. How in the fuck did you fail that? That's even worse than failing music appreciation. Pretty close. How did they get 200 out of 8 questions? 10 questions. Okay, next. Imagine you have a 5-year-old son who's extremely timid and has been hypersensitive about and a bit fearful of new people and places since he was born. What do you do? Oh, there's only one thing you can do for a kid like that. You got to give him sugar. This test is stupid. If you have a 5-year-old son who's extremely timid and has been hypersensitive about it, you should feed that kid a lot of sugar so he becomes hyper as fuck. And then he's like, you should feed that kid like Jolt Cola and make him bounce off the fucking wall. That'll sort that kid's social skills out pretty good. That kid's gonna go freak out and step on some goddamn fucking sandcastles. You know, if I had a 5-year-old son who was extremely timid, I would feed him some fucking Red Bull and take him to the beach. By the end of the day, all the kids are gonna know who he is. He's gonna have some sticky fucking hands, but that kid's not gonna be timid anymore. All right, take him to a child psychiatrist. You can fucking traumatize your kid. The kid wears the sins of the parents, man. If your kid is like that, you're probably a fucked up parent. Engineer an ongoing series of challenge but manageable experiences that will teach him how he can handle people in new places. Fuck that. Give him... Alright, honestly, what would I do? I would accept that my kid is shy and think of ways to shelter him from situations that would upset him. That's what I would really do. This right here is what I really do. Actually, I'm being quite honest on the test. I'm joking when I speak, but I actually, these questions are pretty honest. For some time now, you've wanted to return to playing the musical instrument you learned to play when you were younger. Oh my god. Oh my god. Do guys really stop practicing the skin flute? I don't think so. You've finally gotten around to practicing again. You want to make best of use of your time. What do you do? Do you hold yourself to strict practice time every day? I do. Choose pieces? Yeah, obviously. Practice? No. Pick pieces that are... No. I practice every day. I work out every day. I work out at the same time every day. I do my show at the same time every day. I'm a Scorpio. I'm a creature of habit. Holy shit! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Come on! Not so good! Oh, this is fucking bullshit. I failed a personality test? 60 out of 20? This is stupid. Oh my god. How the fuck did I fail a personality test? What the fuck? Let's go back. Let's go back. Let's go back. Skills you need. Oh fuck. Oh my god. How did I fail a personality test? Oh, you suck, Sonny. Oh my god, Sonny. You're like worse than fucking... Oh, sweet dreams, sexy. Oh my god, hold on. I gotta say sweet dreams to SLC. The fuck did I fail a personality test? This is embarrassing. And I failed it live on the internet. My god, how the fuck did I fail a personality test? Oh god, it's embarrassing. My god, it's fucking embarrassing. Sonny's personality is broken. Oh my god. I feel that's almost as bad as Steve. So, oh yeah, parents do the air signs to fail personality tests. You guys are hilarious. Oh my god. Yeah, parents teach their kids how to behave a lot of the time. Well, it's obvious if it's not chemical, right? If it's not chemical in the brain, like if it's not physiological, then it's like obviously learned behavior. And you know, fucked up. Like, you know what, guys? I'm gonna be quite blunt about this, and I don't want to be too mean, and I don't want to step on too many toes, and I don't want to say blah 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 and blah blah blah, because I really am the guy who like sticks up for a lot of people. I really sincerely give people the benefit of the doubt, and I absolutely believe that anybody can achieve anything. But I've also seen. You know, I've had, you know, doctors, you know, we talk about this, you know, because remember, I'm in the craft, right? So I sit and I have drinks with guys who are like doctors, right? We talking about stuff. Hey, Sonny, what are you doing? How's that YouTube thing going? You still doing that YouTube thing, Sonny? Yeah, Sonny, you gonna ever go back to work? Yeah, maybe not. So, like, and so, anyways, Hey Sonny, how's that hot wife of yours? You guys still together? Yeah, whatever. She ever come in Canada? No. It's like whatever. Usual shit, right? But you know, although I have seen some really smart people, really advanced, but it's kind of more my experience than not my experience that these kind of sicknesses tend to run in families. That's been my experience. You guys can say, Sonny, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, and that's fine. Oh my God, when am I going to get someone to say, Sonny, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about when I say things like this kind of mental illness or this kind of physiological, problems going to run genetically in families? How come nobody shits on me for stuff like that? But when I say that, like certain astrological sign is like, full of shit. Everybody like jumps down my throat, and I'm the expert here. What the fuck? What the fuck is with everybody? Anyways, it's kind of my experience that they do wear the sin of the parents, and I taught a lot of kids, and I met a lot of parents, and I taught a lot of kids one-on-one. So a lot of time with the kids, a lot of time with the parents, not in groups where like the kids get lost. My job is to really focus in on what is really troubling the kid, right? Is it something really simple like something is wrong with the clarinet, not really wrong with the kid? Maybe they're sitting funny, so it's leaking. Like that's what my job is. Whereas in a class, it's a little bit different. Like when I conduct the band, it's a little bit different. And so, and the parents, I talk one-on-one with, and you see it. And so, I really do see it, and it's a really interesting thing. The person has to. You want a surprise guest from one of my puppets? They're not here. They're all in Chicago. They're all. I'm looking around. They're all of them. All of them. Even the little finger guys, which usually live in my knapsack, I left those in Chicago. I emptied everything because I had to cross the border. So when you go to cross the border, you empty everything and then you wash everything because you don't want like residue when you cross the border. So you wash everything, you empty everything, and you only put in the bag exactly what you need when you're crossing the border. And so I left all of those guys down there because I didn't expect to be here this long. And so that's the deal. I was kind of a little misinformed when I rushed to get here. I was under a lot of stress. Anyways, I'm going to say one more thing. I'm going to say one more thing about the kids and the parents. Oh my God. Okay, so forget about, mental disability, forget about genetics, forget about whatever, forget about this, forget about the parent drops the kid on the head, forget about the parent is like useless, forget about all of that stuff which changes the kid physically, right? And physically, then emotionally, and all that kind of shit. Let's just say psychologically, right? There comes a time in your life when you have to stop being the kid, when you have to grow beyond the control of the parents. For the most part, the only control people have over you in this lifetime is the control that you give them. And these controls are very real and oftentimes difficult to take back. One of them, one of the controls is financial. And this, many people have financial control over others. Whether it's something simple like you need help paying the rent, or you guys split the mortgage together, or you split like whatever, or you need help taking care of your kids, or you need help jerking off, or whatever it is, you need someone and you give them control to help you with that particular part of your life. And for some of you, it's a very big deal. That so much of a big deal that you have to endure a lifetime of violent and psychological abuse, psychological, violent, and emotional abuse, because you can't get that one tether free, because you can't financially take care of yourself for whatever reason. right? So that's a big one. And then there are emotional reasons that that you're tethered to other people, why you can't just let go. You might have some kind of guilt feeling, right? One of the books I read a long time ago calls it toxic shame. You might be tethered emotionally to someone, and your sense of who you are, your identity, is hardwired into that relationship. Meaning, a parent might always treat their child in somewhat of a narcissistic way. One, because that's how they were taught from their parents to treat a child, or they watched on TV, or somehow the parent learned to be narcissistic, and they are tethered into that child because the parent, that's how the child, that's how the parent expresses. So they hold on to that child and won't let that child move beyond the frame, so to speak. But then it's the other way around. Like, the child holds on to the parents because the child has locked themselves into this identity. So the parent locks the child into the identity, and the child remains, they lock themselves into the identity. You lock yourself in your own emotional prison, and the child locks themselves at whatever age, whether they're 2 years old or 72 years old. They've locked themselves in this emotional prison, and they allow themselves to be subjugated emotionally for many reasons, oftentimes because of the framework. So for whatever emotional reason, they allow that to continue. I'm going to give you another example. Oftentimes I see in single fathers, right? Single fathers create this identity when they lose their kids, right? The wife goes and starts banging some guy who makes some good money, and and I've seen it so many times because I was in the music industry. So I used to see a lot of guys lose. I used to see a lot of guys lose their family because they don't make any money, and I used to see a lot of guys steal girlfriends because they're they're musicians. They go steal chicks, and these guys in the family who lose their families, they've lost their identity. And they're very much worried about what other people say to them. And I hear it all the time, right? They used to say, this was back when I was a therapist, right? And they'd say things like, hey, well, I was just, therapist during the day and a musician at night. And they'd say, they'd feel like they're a bad father, and they're like, and I'd say, like, what are you doing, man? They'll say, like, and they walk around because they think society is treating them a certain way, and they're going to be perceived in a certain light. But truthfully, society doesn't give a fucking shit about you and they don't give a fuck about they just don't care. As long as your kids don't go fucking steal from the store or shoot anybody, nobody gives a fuck about your kid, man. Seriously. And nobody really gives a fuck about your relationship to your kids. So, you gotta get that through your goddamn fucking head. And once you do, you're gonna realize it. And if you weren't such a shitty husband, you'd still have your fucking kids. So, if you weren't such a shitty father, if you're such a shitty husband, or such a shitty provider, or such a shitty lover, or maybe you didn't kiss properly, or maybe you used to fart too much in bed, whatever you did, you were shitty, man, and you lost your shit because you weren't fucking good enough. That happens. And so you have to overcome that, and as you mature in life, you have to evolve your how you perceive yourself and these tethers. And I'm going to tell you something. Those same guys who see that in the kids, when the kids get taken away, it could be a mother or a father when the kids grow up and have to move out, and it's time for the kids to spread their wings and leave. The parents they are not changing their perspective and evolving with the physical reality of the situation, and they never grow on beyond and they're like, what the fuck, man? And so these are some things that you should know. So in spite of all the bullshit and the child wearing the sins of the parents, so to speak, the child themselves, as they mature, they have to fucking mature and grow into a new person eventually, and then move on. Doesn't mean you don't love your past, don't mean you don't love your parents, don't mean you don't like this, don't mean it doesn't mean shit. But you have to grow into your own person, very strong. And I say it in all of my meditations. The first thing you have to do is be at peace with yourself, and then maybe a little bit with the world around you. And that's the deal. You don't have to be at peace with the world around you. Fuck that. But you have to be at peace with yourself. You know, and moreover, you don't have. It's important to not allow the disharmony that you might feel with the people around you to interfere with your own inner peace. But now that's more difficult to say. That's more difficult to do than say. And you guys know that I freak out every night when people come in and say stupid shit. But that's my 2 cents on that. I'm part of the 60 out of 200 club. Oh my god. No, I failed a personality test. How the fuck do you fail it? Steve, we suck. I'll see you at the bar. Steve, man, I'll see you at the bar. I gotta go grab a little bit of scotch, and I gotta go work on my personality. Do you think I would rank higher on the personality test if I didn't stop drinking alcohol? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Although I have been told on many occasions that I have a better personality. I'm not as boring when I've been drinking. I've been told on many occasions that drinking Sonny is a lot more fun than sitting in the backyard always working Sonny. They said regular Sonny is really not that fun, but drunk Sonny is a lot of fun. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. That's what I heard. I don't know. Fuck, I failed the personality test. Anyone else passed? Oh my god, Tien got an average of 100. Oh my god. Oh my god, Tien, how did you... I think Tien got 100 on purpose because she didn't want to offend anybody. She didn't want to score too high on... She's from the future, right? So she knows all the answers. She was gonna score higher on the test, but she didn't want to look like she had too much personality. How the fuck did we score so low on that test? What am I supposed to do? Freak out on the airplane? What a silly test. Alright, it was my test, whatever. Alright, next. Oh my god. Oh my god, I can't believe I failed a fucking personality test. I didn't guess any of the answers. I'm not reading any charts. I failed a fucking personality test. I wouldn't say this is the worst day of my life, but thank God I'm not in... thank God I've lived... Oh my god. Oh my god, I feel like... Oh my god. Whatever. Oh man, whatever. Alright. Well, I guess we're gonna book out then. That was a little... Doing that quiz was a little fun. We guessed the cards, we did the quiz. I shared a little bit of research with you guys. You know what, Tien? That little thing about those things, the lover's chart and the one who wants to be loved, I thought it was pretty interesting what the guy was saying. It's a little bit backwards to what we think. You know, you would think the Grand Trine, you know, I think of it as free and easy breezy, but the way he drew it talked about, the way he was describing it in his book, talked about avoiding the center. The Grand Trine does anything to avoid the center of attention, whereas the T-square goes right through the center. And so that's why he's saying they're the center of attention, people. But he was also going on to saying how we're magnetically attracted to those people. So I don't know. I don't know. And then I just went through 50 pages of his story, which was a little bit of a waste of my time. I killed a fucking cappuccino reading that thing. And so, but his approach to other things, he has a really interesting way of looking at certain houses that you wouldn't necessarily think of dealing with it, but when he explains it, it makes a lot of sense. And the one that's just jumping out right now has to do with like the 7th house. When he says things with the 7th house, he uses it as like groups of people. You know how we say the 11th house is groups of people? It's not necessarily the case. And I've explained that the 3rd house seems to be internet kind of stuff. And so, and he says, if your Venus is in the 7th house, you know, or your moon is in the 7th house, you're going to be around lots of people. Like, you want to work in front of lots of people. You want to be in front of a lot of people. You might end up speaking, communicating, facilitating, helping out, not necessarily helping out is the 6th house, but like dealing with lots of people and making your money, talking, you know, speaking to people. Like the 7th house is lots of people. And so he had an interesting way of looking at it. Now, it's not dealing with people in groups. It's just dealing with one group of a lot of people. And I thought that was pretty interesting. So I'm going to present that to you guys when I sort it out and check it out. We'll get that down to that. And on the thing, we're going to look at midpoints, right, and this kind of stuff, because that's all doing with gambling. And gambling's coming up really soon. Like, September is tomorrow, right? September is in a couple of days. So we're going to get down to gambling really soon. So it should be a lot of fun. Someone's a serial baby daddy. What do you mean by a serial baby daddy? Mars in the 5th house is a guy who has a lot of kids and doesn't want to have any relationships. It's Mars in the 5th house, no joke. That's a guy who will have a lot of kids, and also Uranus in the 5th, Mars in the 5th. Those two guys, they want to party. Pluto in the 5th, Mars in the 5th, Uranus in the 5th, Saturn in the 5th. Saturn in the 5th means your children are going to be taken away from you. So if a guy has Saturn in the 5th, he's not going to live with his kids. So heads up with that. That's heads up with that. You know, let me say the 5th house thing. I didn't see what you guys said because I'm going to get sidetracked here. But it says Steve's a single father, raised 4 children on his own. Right on, man. Right on. See, Steve, that's different, though. That's different than what I'm talking about. Yeah, Erica. So, Mars in the 5th house wants to make babies, but not raise them. Right? Seriously. But Saturn in the 5th, Venus in the 5th house keeps your kids, right? Venus in the 5th house keeps your kids. You're going to love your kids. You're going to get along with your kids. You're going to have a lot of kids. You might teach kids. You might make a lot of money. Entertainment industry, playful. You know, you'll date a lot of people, have a lot of fun. But also it cruises out. 1st house, 9th house, right? But like Saturn in the 5th has kids taken away from them. They don't live with their kids. Oh, fuck. I forgot what I was going to say to you guys about that. Fuck. Saturn in the 5th, and then I just sidetracked myself. Saturn in the 5th house. Oh, so it doesn't necessarily, so it's an interesting thing. One of the things, Tian, it's going to be fun. I'm doing a lot of reading right now. A lot of research reading, highlighting and shit for that stuff. Because the class is coming up, right? The class is coming up in October, so I got to get all the notes ready for everybody. All right, so the deal is, one of the things that's interesting to know that Erica brings up about the 5th house. So here's something that's interesting about the 5th house. Does anyone have any kids or nieces or like friends with kids? And you want to know if your kid is going to be a slutty teenager? You want to know if that kid is going to get accidentally pregnant? You want to know if that kid is going to need an abortion? You want to know if that kid is going to have problems? Those are some things you should look for. I think everybody's like, oh, is my kid going to grow up to be a doctor? Oh, my kid's going to grow up to be this. My kid's going to grow up to be that. I'm like, you know what? I don't always say it, but I'm pretty sure your kid's going to grow up to maybe like get pregnant as a teenager. Maybe your kid's going to grow up to work the pole, which is okay. North or South Pole, Sonny. What do we say about the sins of the parent? The stupidity of the parent? But you might want to know if you look at the chart, if the kid's going to get pregnant. You want to know that. You want to know if the kid's going to be drunk all the time. You want to know if the kid's going to be a bullshitter. You're going to want to know if your kid's going to get into secret relationships. You might want to know if your kid's going to run the fuck away from home. Those are really simple things to find in astrology, because obviously I wouldn't teach you really complicated fucking things, unless not in the level 1 class. The level 2 class is complicated. The level of 2 class is complicated, but the level 1 class is easy. And so, but you want to know that. Is your kid going to run away from home? Is your kid going to have problems with the police? Is your kid going to be sneaky? Is your kid going to get into secret relationships? Is your kid going to get pregnant? Those are things you'd think you'd want to know, right? And so, you know, so is your kid gonna marry someone rich? You know, those are things you want to know. Hey K1, what's up? Anyways, those are things I would want to know. So, anyways, can you tell I've been looking at my niece's chart lately? Am I the only one who can? Am I the only one who? You guys totally must have figured that out. That I've been. You guys must 100% have figured out that I've been looking at my niece's chart. Like, oh my god, oh my god. I gotta say one thing about them. I bet my sister was happier when my niece was dating girls. She was happier. Oh my god. Oh man, now that she's dating boys again, watch out. Oh my god. My sister's better. My sister can't inherit enough money to pay for all of that. Plus, when she inherits all her money, she probably what the fuck? It's so funny. Oh man. Hey K1, the classes are going to be Tuesday and Thursday starting the second week of October. It's right now I changed it to start on the Thursday because I changed it to have the moon closer to Mars, right? And the moon is going to trine everything. It's all going to be in that Gemini energy. I really originally had the moon as a full moon in Taurus, which is a really good placement for the moon. A really good day to start things, a really good thing to move forward. But things were so slow, like registration, everything was really slow. So everything's still really slow. Like everything is really slow. I'm telling you guys, for me anyways, it's a really tough grind right now until the middle of October. But I know what's going to happen. I know my life. I know what happens. I know my astrology. I know my luck cycles. I know exactly what's going to happen. And it's a bit of a, it's okay. I don't begrudge what's going to happen. I know I've gone through it so many times. I know exactly what's going to happen. So it looks like it's going to right now start on the 13th of October. And it's going to run till just after my and Navi's birthday. And so, like, it's going to be there until, like, the 21st, I think, of November, on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 6 till 9. And that's the deal. I can't put it on the weekend, because the weekend's reserved for the psychic stuff, because that's going to take a long time to do the psychic stuff. And I have to somehow sort it out, because on Sundays, that's when we do the horoscopes. And although I've let it slide for an entire year, I gotta do the horoscopes, right? And that's Sunday. Friday and Sunday. As much as I want to do the horoscopes Thursday and Saturday, it just doesn't make sense. to make Friday and Sunday we'll do the horoscopes. And so that's the deal. 6 till 9 Eastern. Right? 6 till 9 o'clock Eastern time. If that time is a little fucked up and people can't attend at that time, just let me know. Just let me know and I'll shift it around. Seriously, I'll shift it around. Because 6 is a little early for people on the West Coast, because that's 3 o'clock in the afternoon on the West Coast, and it's really too early for West Coasters. Like, I know that. It really should be 7 till 10 Eastern, but 7 o'clock 10 o'clock Eastern is a little late. So it's 6 till 9. But if you guys, enough people say, change it, then I'll change it. Whatever. It's all the same to me. So, and I'll be either here, I'll probably be here and in Chicago, both. So it's not really a big deal. Anyways, I'll say it again. Right now it starts on the 13th, 6 till 9 Eastern, Tuesdays and Thursdays till the middle of November. But I can switch the time up a little bit. If there are West Coasters who can't make it at that time, I'll change the time for you guys. If the East Coasters, they can't make it because of work, I'll change the time for you guys. It's not a big deal for me, because I'm going to be sitting here anyways. For those who have ever studied with me, I'm just sitting here getting the materials ready for you. Like, I just sit here and do it. So it's not really a big deal. Hey Terry, what's up? I hope you're having a super amazing day. Welcome to the sunny side. Whoop whoop. I hope you are having a super duper amazing day. Man, TN is on a major roll here. You're like in psychic overdrive. Alright. Very cool. Okay, so what do we do tonight? So we guessed the cards. Okay. We did that lame-ass quiz and found out that the sunny side seems to be void of personality. There's no personality here on the sunny side. That's okay. Um, I ranted a little bit about, you have to overcome and grow up and move on. That's a tough one. Talked a little bit about the class. Oh, and the most important thing about tonight is I started introducing that topic to you guys about T-squares in charts and grand trines. T-squares and grand trines. And introducing a new way of approaching T-squares and grand trines. Instead of looking at a T-square as a negative thing, you see a T-square is trying to move to a grand trine. All energy is trying to, in the astrological chart, is trying to move from square to full trine. It's motion, right? Tension to rest. You think tension, in music we say tension and release. In the music industry, we say tension and release, but I think that's more of a green room thing. Whatever. Shut up, Sonny. Tension, but it's tension and rest. Or no, if they say tension and release, motion and rest. I'll say it again. We juxtapose tension and release, motion and rest. But I'm going to change it to like tension and rest, because a grand trine does not move on from a grand trine. When it hits the grand trine, it sort of notches in and sticks there. It wants to be there. And it's like at rest. Because remember, a grand trine is abso-fucking-lutely lazy. And in addition to that, a grand trine tends to, but we're not using these kind of words to describe it. We're saying the grand trine, so we're not saying flowing, we're not saying easy, we're not saying resting, we're not saying good things happening, we're not saying any of that. We're saying grand trine does things for other people. And we're saying the T-square likes to be the center of attention. Or they like, maybe not center of attention, but they're the charismatic ones. T-squares tend to be charismatic. T-squares are always doing things. T-squares are active energy. People who have T-squares are active energy. It's both active, right? It's actually yang. I think it's yang energy, and the grand trine is yin energy. So you could look at it like a yin and a yang kind of thing. T-square, grand trine. It is interesting looking at it, but we'll see what's going on. I think that's going to be interesting. But I think what you guys are going to use the most is when I speak to you guys about things like how this guy, when I present to you guys, how this guy talks about the houses and how he might restructure the houses. It's kind of fascinating. And finally, before we go on, be careful what you read out there. A lot of the stuff it's turning out to be monster bullshit with the harmonic charts. There's no reason of any kind to think like a harmonic chart is just so that it folds the chart in a certain way that it gets certain angles. It turns certain angles into conjunctions and oppositions, right? And that certain angle close. So if an angle is at 90 degrees and you have trouble seeing it, because say something is like 20, say 0 degrees Leo, 0 degrees Scorpio, that's easy to see as 90 degrees. But like say it's like, I don't know, say it's like shifts over a little bit. No, it's whatever. But like sometimes it's not easy to recognize or see some of the other angles you might be looking at, like say 70 degrees, and if you don't have it on your chart, right? And so, but a 90 degree, you would fold that down, and so in certain harmonic charts or divisional charts, it's going to look like a conjunction, so you'll see it right away. Or if you want to find all the charts that, and because you fold it in right away, you'll see how that angle is like this, and then suddenly those guys suddenly might make a degree to something else, or you might see like say a 70 degree angle. You might be studying that, and that'll fold down to a conjunction, and then you'll have another 70 degree. Like, it's fascinating. It's absolutely fascinating, and it does show intensity in chart. It does show very subtle degrees, an intensity of subtle degrees. You can see a culmination or a large amount of certain degrees in a chart. It's like this. Like, I'll look at it like this. Yeah, 180 degrees. I don't know why you'd want to fold 180 degrees, but like, yeah, 180 degrees, the oppositions. So the so when, like, that would be the division 2 chart, right? You fold it in half. But the 90 degrees is the division 5 chart, the 5th harmonic, right? So, but whatever. So if you're looking, but what's going to happen is, I'll explain it really simply. You guys already use the language. You'll be like, oh my God, that guy has a lot of trines in his chart. Really? Really? Because there are some trines you're not going to see. Or, hey man, that guy has a lot of squares in his chart. All right, I get it. You guys, not me. I say, where the fuck is everybody? I say, oh my God, that's such a stupid fucking thing. I say, oh my God, that motherfucker made it up. I say, why would you say something so fucking stupid? I say things like that. I don't usually, I say, oh my God, that's a lot of red in that chart. That's an intense chart. That's what Sonny says. Oh my God, that's an intense chart. Or I might say something like, oh wow, this guy's probably jerks off a lot. I see that in charts all the time. Or I say, oh, this is a sneaky motherfucker. I see that. Or like, oh my God, this person is really good for me. I should be really nice to this person because they're going to bring a lot of help to me. Or I'll be like, oh my God, watch out, this person is fucking psycho. All right, so I see all of that. So what I'm saying, you guys say, that chart has a lot of squares in it. You say that. You also say, wow, there's a lot of trines in this chart. You say that. You say to me, what about 180 degrees? You say that. And so I'm telling you, you don't always see that in the chart. Now, we see that in the chart because when I do a chart, all I fucking do is draw these lines all over the fucking place. So I'm always looking for this. Not only am I always looking for it, you see me specifically, very specifically do this. So this is why it may or may not be super advanced, but I'm going to explain it a little bit more to you guys right here, because this is, I find this fascinating. And we'll use the transits so that we don't stress anybody out. But this is exactly what, and you see me do this. When I'm looking at charts, you guys see me do this. I'm like 20 degrees. Okay, what else is at 20? You'll say, what else is at 20 degrees? Okay, 18 is close. This energy, well, that energy is moving in that direction. You see me do this like 23, 21. 21 was at 20 at a certain time. And then I'll draw lines like this. I'll even use different colors and go, I don't use purple like that. I'll use this as a purple. I'll do this kind of thing. You know, you see, you see me do that. And when I'm doing this, right, this thing here is planetary speed and planet motion, right? This here, these arrows are direction of the planets. This here is aspect. That's an aspect thing. That's an aspect. So sometimes, you know, and because I'm doing rapid astrology, I'm doing very fast pop culture astrology here for you guys, because this is what we do. We're on YouTube here, and I do mini readings for you guys. But so that's the thing. But say you want to know a different aspect. Say instead of this kind of thing, or say you don't see it, maybe you want an aspect of like, you know, instead of 60 degrees, say you want an aspect of 70 degrees, where this is right here. Say you want an aspect of 70 degrees for some reason, which is very common. Like, that's a very common thing in astrology, to look at an aspect of 7 degrees. Now, when you fold it up in your D9 chart, when you fold it up in one of your charts, these harmonic charts, you can't look at this and say, you can't look at this chart readily, and if you don't know what the fuck you're doing, like, you can't really look at it and say, oh my God, what's this? You know, what's the kind of degree is that? But when you go to the other chart, angles of, if you do a certain chart, all of the 70 degree, they'll like line up right here. Or they will like, you know, they'll just, that's just what they do, man. So you can, it's very good for finding out certain types of angles. So like a square, we talk about squares representing motivation in a chart, right? Moving from tension to rest. And so if you want to find all the squares in a chart, then you look up a particular type of harmonic, and it's going to just plunk, 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 all the squares in certain areas. It's not really that big of a deal. And so those charts are very good, extremely good for highlighting certain aspects that you're looking for. It's like, it's kind of, I think it's one of the biggest points of doing it. So I'm telling you, watch out for a lot of bullshit that they say with regards to those harmonic charts and the divisional charts, because whatever. And they could say, oh, Sonny, you don't know what you're talking about, you're full of shit, which is fine. But like, explain it. You have to go a little bit farther than, hey, Sonny, you don't know what you're talking about. How about, hey, Sonny, this is why it's like this. But you better come fucking clean on it, because on the Sunny side, we don't take bullshit very clearly. Clearly. That doesn't make sense. Unless your bullshit is clear. We don't suffer bullshit. We don't suffer bullshit on the Sunny side. So heads up, those charts. So that's why those are kind of important and why you'd look at it. Okay, what else? There was one more thing I wanted to show you guys in addition to all of this stuff. All right, next. The June 23rd and December 21st are exactly 18 months? What? All right, next. You're welcome, Terry. Okay, next. So another thing, so that's how divisional charts work, and there is a reason for them, and I do use the D9 chart in gambling, and I'll show it to you guys down the road when we do it. You'll see it every week when we do it. One thing you also want to take into consideration, I'm going to show you guys a little astrology secret right here. This right here is a quarter moon, right? That's a quarter moon right there. And this is a quarter moon right here. But this moon here is separating, and this moon here is applying. And this is the fast guy, right? The moon is fast and the sun is slow. Slowish. So this side right here, right? This moving in this direction is an applying aspect, right? It's applying to the new moon, right? And this is separating from the conjunction, right? It's moving in this direction. It's separating from the conjunction, but they're both squares, right? Both of these right here are moon square the sun, or sun square the moon. They both are. That's the transit, and it's 90 degrees. But they're completely fucking different, right? And applying, like, this moon here is like gaining in steam, right? They're both, they're both like whatever, like the tide is like, it's very wet, like whatever. But like, they both have, they're both moon squaring the sun. I talk about it when I used to do the monthly horoscopes. I talked about it every single monthly horoscope. It's the two tensions of the month. In addition to that, when it comes up in the weekly horoscope, I always bring it to your attention, and I say certain signs are going to have tension because of certain things. But these two aspects behave in a very different way, even though it's both sun square moon, moon square sun in your chart. So if that's the case, and I also talk about your enthusiasm cycle, or your what is the word that I use? Your enthusiasm, your optimism. Your optimism cycle is Jupiter and the moon. I talk about that all the time. But just like an opposition is different than a conjunction, this 90 degrees over here is different than this 90 degrees over here. It just is. This is gaining in light, right? This is gaining in light, gaining optimism, and this is decreasing optimism, right? Waning. That is waning optimism, and this is increasing optimism, and this is the most optimistic. Just like with the sun, this is, you know, gaining emotions, right? Gaining emotions, and this is decreasing. You know, you're moving back into the darkness, and this is a full moon over there. So if that's the case, when you're doing your horoscopes, when you're casting your horoscope here and you're reading your chart, when you see things like this Venus about to make an aspect to, let's say Uranus, all right? So let's say Venus square Uranus. What the fuck is going on with this thing? Is it just Venus square Uranus? Oh, you're going to have some kind of fucked up shit in love? Or your money's going to get accidentally fucked up? Or you're going to have, you want a revolutionary way of making money? Or your independent way of doing things isn't really working out? Or you're going to be too boastful and prideful and not stable enough? Or, you know, is that really what's going to happen, that square right there? And how does that relate to this time of year when Venus is square over there on that side? Like, what's going on? Right? And what planet is applying to what planet? And I say it all the time. And I say it all the time, and I draw arrows, and I say this. So listen to the language. I say this one as an example. As an example, this is a separating aspect. Venus is separating from the square of Uranus. If it was over here, this would be an applying aspect. But it's applying, but it's not only applying, it's gaining steam, right? It's gaining steam, it's applying, it's like, okay, time to make a decision. And then when it cruises down here, Venus is going to be really popular. And then when Venus finally makes it into Scorpio and it opposes Uranus, it's time for that, you know, Uranus to shine its, you know, shine up Venus. And then you're going to have, you know, then you're going to have some crazy fucked up shit happen in love. And then it's going to wane, right? And then when it's on that side, it's going to wane, right? These are things you should watch out for. You should watch out to, you should watch out. I don't know how many times I say this. I might say this a million fucking times a day. Applying aspects versus separating aspects, which way are the planets moving? And I say with these guys in particular, the nodes are moving in that direction, and Uranus normally moves in this direction. But right now, Uranus is also moving in that direction, except Uranus isn't going to catch the fucking node. You guys know that. So that's just not going to happen. But as Uranus, watch this, Uranus is retrograde and Saturn is retrograde, but Saturn is faster than Uranus. So Saturn is probably going to, I think in the first week of October, or it's going to happen right now. I'll tell you guys in a sec. Saturn is because Saturn moves faster, Saturn is going to catch Uranus, right? They're both moving in the same direction. They're both retrograde, but Saturn moves faster. So Saturn is hitting the fucking boogie out of Dodge, right? Saturn's going over shit. Uranus is going over shit. But Saturn's the faster planet, and Saturn is applying a square to retrograde Uranus. I looked this up for a reason. This was kind of important, I thought. I'll just show it to you guys as a sec. And then I'm going to take off because it's midnight and this was a little bit on the useless side for me tonight. So I would have been better if I was just studying. So okay, so this aspect is going to be exact. This aspect is going to be exact this week right here. So watch this. This week, the end of September, should be one hell of a fucking week. I fully expect a stock market meltdown on the first week of October. End of September, beginning of October, I fully expect a full-on meltdown. And here we go. retrograde Uranus is applying a square to retrograde Uranus. Sorry, retrograde Saturn is applying a square because it moves faster to Uranus. And then it's going to separate. And then it's going to become a separating aspect. But this particular Saturn, right, when this particular Saturn is not the same as this Saturn right here. This particular Saturn is looking for freedom. This particular Saturn is growing in strength with regards to Uranus. And this particular Saturn, minus all these lines, right, because right now everything's just retrograde, right? It's only going in this direction because it's retrograde. But imagine that this particular Saturn is diminishing, right? It's diminishing its light as it makes this aspect around the circle to Uranus. And it's going to take a number of years before it gets here to the conjunction. And then it's going to be frustrating, and we'll probably have a war or something, whatever. But this Saturn right here, that Saturn square, is a different kind of vibe than this Saturn square right here. So just a heads up on that, something to keep in mind. Speed of planets, direction of planets, you know, what's going on. Like, you would never say that this quarter moon is the same as this quarter moon. So I don't know why the fuck you guys would say the other thing. But that's just a heads up, guys. Neither here nor there. Hey, Priestess, what's up? Divisional charts aren't that bad. They're like, you just have to, they're just, they're not really explained. I don't know. I haven't seen it explained very well. I haven't seen the Hellenistic explanation of them. But how it's been, but the Vedic explanation is very bullshitty. So I don't know what the Hellenistic way that they describe it, but I know the vibrational astrologers, they're not as bullshitty, because the vibrational astrologers, they don't really give, they tend to do a lot of math and not a lot of, you know, whatever. And the, that I've seen anyways. And the Vedic guys kind of cast a little bit of bullshitty. So you got a heads up with that. But I like to look at a divisional chart as like it puts the planets together, and then you can see which planets are in that certain aspect that you're looking for. So if you want to know if a guy has a lot of trines in his chart, or if a guy has a lot of squares in his chart, or if he has a lot of 30-degree angles, or say he has a lot of 45-degree angles, or a lot of whatever angle or aspect you're looking for in a chart, whatever angle or aspect you're looking for in a chart, that's what you use the divisional charts. One of the big reasons to use a divisional chart, and you'll see if the guy actually does have a lot of, you know, of whatever it is that you're looking for in his chart. You know, whether there's a lot of tension in his chart, or whether there's a lot of freedom and loosey-goosiness in his chart. And that's the divisional charts, man. That's the action with that. It's a lot of fun. That's a little on the advanced side of things. But again, you know, advanced astrology is just like everything else in life. Nothing is really that complicated. It just has to be explained. I remember back when I was in university, you know, it had been a while. I was a fine arts major for a long time. And then I went to a special music school after I was a fine arts major. And after all of that, I went back to university for economics. And like, I had to do university level math after being out of math for like 5-6 years. It was really difficult for me. And so, and the first year was fucking brutal. Like, the math for economics was really difficult for me my first year. But my second year, I had this professor who was awesome. Like, just awesome. And he sat me down, and he's like, he didn't sit me down, okay? We all went into class, and he started writing, like all 250 of us, we went into class, and he started writing on the board, and he said, this is the math you guys need for this year. You guys should already know it. And in about 5 minutes, he wrote everything, maybe 10 minutes. He wrote everything on the boards in the lecture theater, and he said, you do it like this, you do it like this, you do it like this, and that's how you do it. There are no, and he said, there are no questions here. This is how you do it. And he said, no questions. I don't want any questions. This is how you do it. There are no other ways to do it. This is it. And so I looked at it and I'm like, that's it? Fuck, I get it. Just do it. And so it was really fucking complicated the year before, but that having it explained like that was so easy. And then suddenly the year is suddenly easy. And so and they but it's the same with the astrology. It can be really fucking complicated, especially when you get bullshit talk and all these words and these different languages like the Namvasha. What do you think Namvasha means? Nam, nine, Vasha, house or cow. Namvasha, ninth cow, right? Isn't Vash is a cow in French, right? Namvasha is like the nine cows in French, or the ninth house or whatever. So it's not really that complicated. It's just a different language. Or Langa is ascendant. Fuck, I don't speak whatever language that is. So it's not really that complicated. And so my job is to kind of water down. My job is to sort of water down all the bullshit for you guys. And so, and for myself too, you know, because I don't mind reading all the bullshit and just chopping it out and getting to the essence. But that's what I'm like. I'm a Scorpio. I like to do that shit. All right, what else? You got to sell all your stocks. All right, Tian, have a wonderful, wonderful night. What was that, Erica? Davidson charts are weird? You mean like Pete Davidson? He has a weird chart. I'm just joking. Hey guys, you know what I do need from you guys? I'm going to book out in a sec, but I do need something from you guys. I do need help with obviously sharing the video, not this, sharing the horoscopes, right? And the fun videos, horoscopes and fun videos. But I don't know who's popular. I don't know what's trending. I don't know what celebrities to do horoscopes for. I don't really know what's going on in the news ever, and I don't follow anything ever. And the books I read are like, you guys like the books I read, but like they're so full, you know. I read a lot of bullshit to get to some little nuggets of information. And so I don't know, but as we move along, I need you guys to tell me whose chart you want me to look at. Like is there and it would be best if they were YouTubers. Me to do charts of YouTubers, or me to do charts of you know, celebrities that YouTubes are talking about in drama stuff to help promote the channel, right? It could also be interesting stuff as well. But don't fucking ask me to do Cher's chart, because nobody gives a shit about Cher, including her fucking kids probably. And don't give me, like, I don't want to do like Hillary Clinton. Who gives a fuck? Oh, look, Hillary Clinton is going to go under plastic surgery. She's a Scorpio, you know, Pluto's transiting her first house. She's going to do plastic surgery. Ah, what the fuck? You know, but like, and I don't really want to do Donald Trump's chart anymore because that's kind of boring. Although Geminis, just to let you know, Geminis appear to be getting hit left, right, and center still. And finally, after all of that, we're still working on winning the lottery here. All right, next. Amber Heard is Trent. Who's Tommy McDonald? You see, Priestess, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Exactly. You see, I don't know who Tom McDonald is. Is Tom McDonald the Saturday Night Live guy? You know, the tall guy with the curly black hair? Norm. That's Norm McDonald. See, I don't know who these guys are. So that's... Well, you guys, you know what I'm like, right? I'm out to lunch. Actually, I'm going to present this to you guys because that stuff that I'm talking about is showing up in the book I was reading today. So I want to present it to you guys. Hey, Airvis, what's up? We didn't look at Anne Hash's chart because it wasn't time. We were looking at the time she was going through it, we were looking at some other guys. I didn't know she was in a car accident. I heard that she was sick. I didn't know that she was in a car accident. Also, Donald Trump's first wife had that heart attack and fell down the stairs. That would have been interesting to see in her chart. But stuff exactly like that, like, you know, like Donald Trump's first wife, you know, although at the time I didn't really want to look at death anymore. I don't really want to look at death right now. But the oh, he's a rapper. Okay, so Tom McDonald is a rapper. Right, guys, it's hitting like the new one. No way! No way! He's a rock. No way! No way! Is he good? He's got to be good, right? He's hitting like Eminem. Eminem is like like works with Dr. Dre, right? Like that's like way, way, way up there. That's really neat. And Anne Hesh passed away, right? She did pass away. I didn't know that. And the Kardashians are always a good idea. Actually, Erica, that's a good idea. I should look at the SLC's always pushing me to look at the Kardashians. Always. She's always talking about Kim Kardashian. SLC is always talking about the Kardashians and astrology and how the different charts go along with the different guys they date. She's always asking me that stuff, but I didn't think anybody was still interested in them, but they are, right? Okay, well, I'll look it up. I'll look it up. Okay, you guys really into that? We'll look it up. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I want to look at basketball play. I want to look at stuff nobody wants to look at. Well, I'm killing my channel. My interests, my personal interests are killing my YouTube channel. It's why we're going back to those who's the best this and who's the most fun at this and who's the shittiest at that. Because my interests seem to be nobody else is interested in it. Although you guys are definitely interested on how I arrive at my conclusions. I know that. But I seem to pick weird topics. Topics nobody else likes. He's not signing. He does his own music. Oh no! He's considered a YouTube rapper because he does it on his own, right? That is really impressive. You know, Priestess, and you know what, guys? I'm going to say something. Out of everything I've ever done in my life, YouTube is by far the most difficult. Even though I'm still doing it, it's by far the most difficult. By far. I've talked to some of my old musician friends in the last, come back in Toronto, right? So talking to the guys every once in a while, and like, because they check in on the show, right? Everybody wants to know their horoscopes, so like they all check back in, and so, but YouTube is by far so to become a YouTube sensation, like a TikTok is fucking easy. Vine is fucking easy. Instagram, fuck, all you gotta do is pose. Instagram's fucking easy. What's brutal is like vlogging is easy. Facebook is really easy. But like a Facebook, all you used to have to do to become popular is throw sheep at everybody. But YouTube is fucking brutal, man. Plus YouTube, they can fuck you over just because they want to. So like, there's like I think at YouTube headquarters in Google Indonesia, there's a room or a building of about 200 to 500 YouTube monitors there, and they have this button. They watch your videos every once in a while, or they monitor your channel and they have a special button that says fuck you, and they push it and it destroys your channel. It's the fuck you button. They go like this, Sonny, and if like 3 people do it, you're fucked. Oh my god, I swear to god, that's what it has. Alright, well I was astral projecting one day and that's what I saw. I was virtually watching it. They do. Oh my god. Andrew Tate. Okay, Priestess, let me write this down. Hold on. Priestess, don't let this go to your Pisces head or anything, but I'm going to write this down in my book of ridiculously good ideas. So it's going in the book. It better be a ridiculously good idea. Oh my god, I don't have a pen. I'm going to have to write it with a toothbrush. Oh no. Okay, hold on. He's deplorable. Oh man. Why did you say that? What if I end up liking this guy? Is he like a Virgo with like... Okay, Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate is like... Who is he? Okay, Andrew Tate. That woman... Anne Hesh? Maybe, but like, maybe. H... E C-H-E. Oh my God, car crash is horrible. Kardashian. No, I swear to goodness. I swear, guys, SLC talks about the Kardashians all the time. She talks about this one is a gem, and you know, on how, who is that guy who's the crazy guy who went to talk to Donald Trump, who's married to that Kim Kardashian? That guy, the really rich guy who's like fucked up in the head. She says how that guy's a Gemini, and you know, she talks about it, or like how Pete Davidson is a certain sign, and these other guys. She talks about this all the time. I think it's fascinating when I listen to it, but I didn't realize that people are actually interested in this except SL. But you guys, all right, Tom McDonald. How do you spell McDonald? MC Donald, Donald. He's a rapper. That's cool. Thursdays. This stuff is Thursday stuff. All right, Celebrity Thursdays. Celebrity Thursday, Friday is the horoscopes. He's a Sagittarius. What? It's Kanye, right? Let me hold on. It's Kanye who you're talking about. K A Y N E. Kanye? His name is Kanye? What the hell? Kanye West? SLC that said that Pete Davidson is a clout chaser. I don't really. They use that Davidson. Yeah, that's what she says. Marilyn Manson, the woman Smitherline, she's backing off of Marilyn Manson. Oh, there was a thing like that, right? I'm not sure what it is. How do you guys find all of this stuff? I was like, I typed in trending search, and I got like a watch. A watch showed up. Like this, like it was like Moon Swatch, right? I'm like, Moon Swatch is trending on my computer. Whatever. So, oh man. I'll check it out. This looks like a lot. You guys are interested. Okay, I'll check it out. This is Thursday. I'll set it up for Thursday because I can't do astro education for free I can't like do that every day. So yeah, we'll do that on Thursday, guys. So tomorrow, obviously, we have to do the Venus horoscopes. Tomorrow is going to either be the Venus or the Mercury retrograde horoscopes, but maybe Mercury retrograde will come. Maybe we won't do Mercury retrograde horoscopes, and we'll just do regular horoscopes. And tomorrow, maybe we'll do the Venus horoscopes. And Thursday, I'm supposed to publish a list video for you guys. So maybe I'll do that, and then come online and we do the celebrity stuff on Thursdays. I think that's a nice little schedule for me. Tomorrow, I might go for a run first thing in the morning. It depends how my hips feel. And I tell you guys, I've been waking up very sick in the morning. I feel very sick in my stomach when I wake up these days. Uncharacteristically sick. Like I feel like I have to vomit every morning. It's really weird. And I really don't get a lot of sleep at night, and I take a little nap every afternoon, and it's pretty. I think I'm very stressed, but at least I'm not dying. What the fuck? You know, it's stressful. You know. Hey, I'll let you guys know something. My mom got really good news today. The radiation worked. Right? There's no significant growth in anything. And stuff in certain parts of her body, they've said no significant growth. On the scary side, she's not on any new medication, and they're not doing anything for her except to go back in about 2 months for another MRI or a CAT scan or whatever they do. So she's not on any medication. In a couple of days, my dad will be no more medication for him. he's actually in really rough shape. And so that's what we're going through here. So, you know, my mom she went to the church store, and she got like some churchy books, you know, church books for my dad, because, you know, my dad reads a lot. And so, he's read everything in our library, and like he's through it. We've like, you see the bookshelves here, like there's not a lot left. Like literally half the stuff was thrown in the garbage a while ago, and then half of that was thrown out before. And so, but he's read every single book in his house. And so but anyway, so that she got him a really nice cross. Normally they would probably go to Quebec, to the Basilica, and just hang out there in Quebec for a couple of days and really heal up. But like, my dad can't really make the trip. Like, that's like a 10-hour drive, and they can't. That's a lot. That's way too long for him to sit. And we don't have, you know, this is, you know, like, I don't have my Jeep, right? Like, I don't have my SUV was a little, like, the Lexus isn't really that big. Like, it's big, but not as, like, it was not as big as my old Grand Cherokee, so I can't really do it, you know. So anyways, that's what's going on. And obviously we can't take them in the sports car, but that's what's going. The umbrella guy. Who's the umbrella guy? Is he? Hey, thanks, Avis. I appreciate it. Oh, yeah. R. Kelly. What? R. Kelly can't lie? What? How come R. Kelly's in jail? Wait, I think. Hold on. Who did you say? Umbrella guy? Is he like a real guy? If I look up Brella, umbrella guy, YouTuber Johnny Depp. Alright, definitely. Alright, Erica, have a wonderful night. I'm going to take off in a couple of minutes too. R. Kelly and Benifer. Benifer is a real name, right? Smitherlin. I don't know who Smitherlin is, but I'm going to write it down. J-Lo and Ben. What? I looked at their charts, but I didn't do it formally. I just kind of looked at them casually because I was curious of what was going on. I think she heals him. They have an interesting synergy where it's like, you're like, yeah, why are these guys together? But when you look at their charts, you're kind of like, I don't really get it. But like, because I don't really know them, but like, when you look at it, you do it. We looked at J-Lo. Everybody loved it. Everybody loved J-Lo, and everyone loved when we looked at, because I like J-Lo. She's an athlete. She's a dancer. You know, lots of people love J-Lo. We also looked at who's the girls whose hips don't lie. Shakira. We looked at Shakira because like Shakira is like, that's easy, right? Breaking up with a longtime boyfriend and getting sued, losing money, losing love. For me, that's really easy to spot in a chart. And I think we knew what we were going to find before we went in, and we just found it was really easy. Those are good ones. They're Benifer. Oh, that's who Benifer is? Oh my God. All right, I got it. I didn't know who you were talking about with Benifer. I got it. No, I'll put that. I have it on the list. DUI guy. He got canceled by LawTube? Oh my God, I'll write that down. Hold on. DUI guy. Umbrella guy. And you see, that's exactly what I'm looking for. Because you know what? If I tag these guys Priestess, if I do their stuff and I tag them, or if I do famous YouTubers and I tag them, then they might get me to go do their shit, right? So that's why I'm doing it. That's the biggest reason plus it's interesting and it's fun. All right, guys, let's back up. It's midnight. Time to boogie out. Angelina Jolie is a good one to do as well. She's a Gemini, right? She's a Gemini, I think. Oh, hey, I wonder if she's okay. Is it with a J? G. Jella. Oh, it's Angela. Angela. Oh, Angela Jolie. She's a Gemini. She should have it rough right now. That's an interesting one. That's an interesting one. And then we make it easy for everybody, right? We make it relatable to everybody. All right. Actually, I think I'm going to go, while I'm doing it, while I'm here in Toronto, I think I'm going to go apply for a job at the music school down the street. But I'm not going all the way to the big ones on Dundas. Obviously, I'm not going to the big ones on Bloor Street. I'm not going down to the conservatory. It's too far. I don't want to drive, especially in the winter. I'm not paying for parking, and I'm not going to play in anybody's fucking band. So, because I'm not going anywhere at night. But down at Humbertown, I could just walk there, grab a coffee, and like walk back, and like I think I'm just gonna. But then again, their school is a little small for me, and I don't know if they have the students, or they can. But I think that's what I'm gonna do tomorrow. All right, let's book out. Thanks, Priestess. Thanks, Avis. I'll definitely check those guys out. That's exactly what I'm. Priestess, that's exactly what I'm looking for. You know I'm completely out of touch with that stuff. I really am. Oh my god. Oh man. Oh man. You wouldn't believe how out of touch I am. I'll tell you the story another day, but like, it's pretty ridiculous sometimes. It's pretty ridiculous. Alright guys. A body language guy would be really good. A body language guy would be really good. Is it Spider? The guy from Montreal? Spider's a hypnosis guy. That would be a cool guy to do. Alright, I think Rock knows those guys. I don't hang out with Montreal guys anymore. Alright, let's boogie out, guys. Let's boogie out. This was kind of fun tonight. I didn't really do any readings, but whatever. We'll get back to it. 12:30, I'll call it an early night. I'll go figure out what this thing is that I've been reading on. And that's the deal, guys. I hope everyone has a super amazing night. Everyone's going to be back. It's Spider from Montreal? No way. Spidey's a hypnotist. He's a hypnotist. He's an NLP guy. He's turned into a psychologist. And he's really good. Spidey's really good. And his videos are really good too. Yeah, he's one of the guys. And so... very cool. Yeah, you should check out his old stuff when he was doing hypnosis. It was really funny. So, but he's a study guy, right? I think and that's all I'm gonna say about him. But he's he's one of the French guys. Pretty cool. Yeah, he really blew up. Dude, when he did the Johnny Depp thing, he really blew up with the Johnny Depp thing. Alright, let's get out of here, guys. I should do Spidey. I'm going to write him down. But that guy's going to like... I don't really want to go make any friends. That's the thing. So anyways... that might be interesting. Like, the guy probably has a strong Neptune in his chart. Very strong Neptune in his chart. He's analytical, so he probably has some kind of South Node Virgo, or maybe has some kind of like Jupiter Mercury thing. He's like really smart. Maybe a Uranus Neptune thing. He's not ugly, so like he's French, so he's probably got some kind of Neptune thing going on, right? Magic, right? Neptune is magic. I know I say Neptune is illusions because that's from the tarot, but like, and Neptune is like a little bit blurry, blurs up the water, but like Neptune is like magic. You know, a Pisces needs magic in their life, right? Pisces is ruled by magic, not like blurry. Like he said, Sonny, you know, it's not nice to say that we're blurry all the time. I'm not blurry. I know what I want. No, you're not blurry. That's just fucking weird. Nobody's fucking blurry, except they're it's magic. Pisces is ruled by magic. It's different. Fantasy, you know, and it's different. All right, guys, let's get out of here. Let's put this pen here so I don't break another computer, and we'll boogie out. All right, have a wonderful night, guys. And with that, From TheSunnySide.net, I'm Sonny. Wishing everybody the best of a super, super beautiful day. It's gonna get better, guys, but you're gonna have to tough it out. We still have a big chunk of difficulty to go through. Very, very big chunk of difficulty to go through before things get better, and it's going to get very bad as we approach that last week of September, first week of October, because frustration is squaring free liberty, right? Restriction is squaring liberty, and they're both retrograde. So old restrictions are squaring up with old sense of liberty and freedom. It's going to be very difficult for a lot of people in the next month of September. A lot of people are going to lose a lot of money. There is going to be some kind of accident that's going to happen. It's going to be violent. It's going to be dangerous. But once again, frustration or control is squaring liberty. Or rebellion. It's difficult. It's going to be difficult. It's going to be most difficult when Mars kicks into it. But one step at a time. Anyways, everybody be cool. We'll get through it together. And with that, from TheSunnySide.net, I'm Sonny. Wishing everyone the best of a super beautiful night. And I'll see you guys soon. Have a wonderful night, guys. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Venus, hump day, Venus horoscopes tomorrow, I think we'll do. We'll focus on love for